of course, the late Nelson Mandela, just showing all his works and the great journey he's been through, changing Africa and changing the nation as a whole. And right now we are here at Cinema Magic, people enjoying food and snacks. And how are you doing, sir?
All right. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How is this chicken going right now?
Delicious.
It's delicious.
I'm telling you, I'm having a good time.
Are you excited about the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you looking forward mostly to in this part of the movie? Because since it's about Mandela, we know, some of the journey he's been through, and there's some events that are significant than others.
Right.
What really are you looking forward to in that movie, that specific part of the movie?
The message Mandela had for us Africans: be strong, know what you want, and fight for it. I'm looking forward to see how Idris Elba delivered this message.
Oh, really?
That's because that's the basis of Mandela.
Of course.
So if he delivered the message very well, I'm sure he'll enjoy the movie.
We have our very own Maurice Mugisha, who is right here on his phone, always tweeting and always writing news updates. You are at the cinema, for Christ's sake. Stop writing news updates on Twitter.
Our work never stops. We run a news media organization that has to keep people updated. That means half the time or most of the time I'm on the phone. Yeah.
Okay, well, today you've taken time out. This is actually a weird time for you
Very
to be
rare.
out because it's news time,
Yeah.
and you are here enjoying. Now, what really is that special thing that brings you out here, even at this busiest time that you have?
I'll always save a minute for the icon Mandela. The world misses him. We all dearly miss him. I would never miss the premiere of Mandela, The Long Walk to Freedom, because I've heard a lot about it. It did get some good reviews. And ironically, when they were premiering it in Europe, that's when he did pass away. And for us, I actually thought it was sad. He could have been lovely for him to be alive when this was actually on air. But God does make his decisions when he does. But it's an honor and again an opportunity I didn't want to miss to be part of the premiere here in Uganda.
And as a journalist, I'm sure you guys have been following Mandela. I don't know how many stories you probably read about Mandela. What is that moment, the most memorable moment that you probably would like to see in the movie portrayed the right way?
Well, I have seen a couple of previews of the movie and I know the parts are actually there. So I'm looking forward to the part when he did make his statement in court, the first statement he made when he had been arrested and taken to court on treason charges. But also I'm looking forward to the part when he walks out of prison with Winnie Mandela, the thumbs up and the well-wishing that he had and the crowds that gathered. That we've seen a lot in documentaries, we've seen a lot on TV when the story was being told and through the process of mourning. I want to see it in action. I want to see how Idris Elba acts Mandela. I mean, I can't wait.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Idris with a British accent.
Yeah.
So if you had one word for Mandela, what would be that word?
We miss you, Madiba.
That was a sentence, but hey, we do miss you, Mandiba. Maurice, how is it going?
I'm good. I'm good.
For somebody like you to come out this evening, which is not so party evening, but you're here, what really is the main reason as to why you're here to watch this premiere?
All right. Well, first, I'm into acting. So when you watch great actors, you get inspired. So I'm hoping to learn a lot from Idris Elba. But most importantly, because it's a great story about a great man. So I can't wait to be blown away.
Good, I like your hair.
I saw your camera just pointing, go to that one, go to that one.
No, it's because I've always been looking at your hair, and I told him that lady has some interesting hair. I really want to talk to her.
Thank you.
Wow, I like the hair, really.
Yeah, it's perfect for Kampala's weather. Yeah, and I'm thinking, why struggle with an entire head of really thick, nappy hair when you can play around with just half of it?
I like the creativity. Now, you're here at the premiere of Long Walk to Freedom,
Yes.
Mandela. What are you looking forward to mostly in this movie?
Idris Elba, really?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, what are you looking forward to?
Oh, of course, Idris Elba, with his sexy self. All right, guys, it's about that time where the doors are being opened to go and watch this legendary movie.
My name is Nelson Mandela. Amanda! Winnie Madikizela, the first black social worker they've ever hired, and you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
I heard you have a lot of girlfriends. I'm different.
This is your final warning!
They're not breaking any laws.
Get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom.
Something has to change. For 50 years, we have been talking peace and non-violence. Not anymore.
When I get older, I will be stronger.
Aluminium powder mixed with the acid catalyzes, and you've got.
And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes.
If the blacks take over, our country is finished.
When I get older,
what is it that you personally want?
I have beautiful children, a beautiful wife. I want them to walk free in their own land.
The situation on the streets is out of control.
Somebody wants me.
The accused are responsible for acts of sabotage with the intention of overthrowing the government.
Nelson Mandela, do you plead guilty or not guilty?
My lord, it is not I, but the government that should plead guilty.
You will never leave here. You will never touch a woman or a child again. It's a pity they didn't hang you. I'm going to make sure you wish they had.
The more they oppress us, the harder we fight.
Freedom. It is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. Shall we begin?
Let's take a quick break. You are still watching Login.
NTV, turning on your world.
News Updates is brought to you by
Salulin, color your world. Trusted and admired for generations.
Good afternoon and thank you for keeping it NTV. I'm Rachel Arinitwemwine and here are the highlights this afternoon. Our government seeks $15 billion for the construction of an oil pipeline and refinery. Also coming up, marking the Army Day, all is set for Tarehe Sita celebrations in Buhweju district. And the United States warns airports and airlines flying to Russia for the Olympics to watch for toothpaste tubes that could hold ingredients to make a bomb. Join me for these and more stories in detail on NTV at 1.
Help your walls withstand extreme weather conditions with WeatherGuard only from Salulin. You need to choose the right company. Salulin, color your world. Trusted and admired for generations.
NTV, turning on your world.
I'm gonna blow your mind and I'm gonna twist your taste buds. The flavors are already coming together. I can feel them. Very lovely, very appetizing, very healthy. Remember, the way you see it, the way you like it, is the way you get it from my kitchen to your kitchen.
The NRA that Museveni led were humble peasants in the Luwero Triangle. They had no previous military experience.
The strongest point about the NRA was ideology. We had this irregular way of doing things, but we organized around an ideology.
They were, however, trained to be skillful fighters and to have self-belief in their ability to defeat a better equipped standing army with a people's support.
So we'd have one battalion with very many companies. A company, B company, C company, D company, E company, F company, and so on.
But as the commander-in-chief, Museveni recognized the need to reorganize and restructure the NRA.
On the next episode of
Yes, nga bulijjo koona ne NTV olwokutaano no basaba ne banyama twegatteko nga tukuleeta ebintu birungi nnyo okusookera ddala Rasta Rob atunnyonnyola okubonaabona kwa music webonyabonye naye
music oyo wa zamaani yenna mutegera bulungi nga tosobola okuwa music wa Munnayuganda abantu ne basiima
mumujjukira bulungi mu kirikiri mabeero
akanyanya ke waffe
aganaga yalemedde e Dubai gye badde agenza okuba olweyo lwetwogerera tuli mu weeks 3 tanalabika kigambibwa mbu aina story omulangira Suuna eyava ku ewa revival band yabadde yakamusayininga emyaka 10 bamukwatiddemu ebyo negamba nedda ssebo tetujja kusobola totwepangirako olugambo lwonna tulese ku ssaawa 4 n'ekitundu wano ku NTV Corner ne NTV Corner ne Miles Wamiti Bliss.
On the next episode of
Welcome back from the quick break. You are still watching. Let's move on swiftly onto some comedy. Yes, our very own Kenneth Chimuli, also known as Pablo, had a comedy show which is named Pablo and the Continental Comedian. And the reason it's called that is because he brings different African comedians from the continent, you know, just to come and showcase their comedy out here in Uganda. And this month it was, the headliner was a Kenyan comedian. I'm not going to say his name because I'll probably get it wrong, but you'll hear it as he's talking. He's a pretty funny man, and he keeps on bringing different comedians, giving them a spotlight, and also putting Uganda on a map with other people. So if you missed his show this month, make sure you watch it next month, but watch the one this month here on Login right now.
The best reporters, Agnes Nandutu, NTV, Blank. But the beauty about Agnes Nandutu, she's very genuine. I remember the time she reported the arrest of Bestie when he had refused to get out of the trench. I don't know where I remember that time. He refused. I am not going anywhere. Omar! He sat in the trench. And Agnes Nandutu came. Yesterday afternoon, the police was trying to get the FDC president, Kizza Bestie, out of the train, but he couldn't move. For reporting for NTV, Agnes Nandutu, NTV Trench.
I went to school to pick my uncle's son. Before I reached here, I find a teacher. He wrote elephant, tortoise, hippopotamus, and the other one, I forgot the name. Monkey. Now, eventually, the teacher, he is a stammerer. Immediately the teacher said, he began, as he wrote finish, he said, today you are growing. You are going to repeat after me. The children wait for the teacher. He said they should repeat after him. He said, the children relaxed. He began with the first one, the elephant. The teacher began.
Now, it is only and only in our body when Uganda is playing. Let by mistake, we count that for is Nagambye, Obi, even those who don't know. Now, the problem is when Uganda loses, allow NTV, they will give you everything, apart from even including what you don't need. So we are doing that analysis and we want to know, is NTV worthy? Akawungezi, usually, you know, it has to come in first. NTV Akawungezi. Yona Jobade. Jo Tambulida. Runaku wa mukaga tugenda tukomekereza wiki. Thank you. Oba wiki yo ebadde waki. Anti tulira eno ye NTV Akawungezi. Frank Warusimu. Mubivudde mu nsika y'emizannyo tiimu y'eggwanga Uganda Cranes anti tejasobola kiika lwa nsonga nti tulemeddwa penalty. Now let me tell you, there's a difference when you watch football and listen to a Nigerian commentator and a vernacular commentator. First of all, Nigerian commentators do football asking question tags. Messi scores a goal. Is that Messi? There's a time Barcelona beat Manchester 1-0. In Nigeria, everybody knew it was 3-0. Why? Because of the commentators. When the first goal went in, it's a wonderful goal. Mercurio Messi places it beyond the goalkeeper. Ha! Then the replay comes 1 second later. Chineke! Another goal in the same position. Can you believe the goalkeeper went the same way? The second replay. Abomination! Goal number 3 in 3 seconds! This Manchester goalkeeper. If it was me, I could have known he was going to score the same direction.
You've seen the pastors on TV saying, hallelujah, can I get an amen? If you got a demon, come here. And they get demons out. One time there's a guy who was hungry. He watched the TV, said, I have to visit this church. It seems to be very generous. So he went there, the pastor said, hallelujah, can I get a day? If a person has a demon today, we're exercising demons. Demons, come here. The guy came. The pastor said, hallelujah, demon, get out. Demon, get out. The demon said, no, no. Demon, get out. No. What do you want? What do you want? I want the bread. The pastor gave it bread. Now, in Uganda, we have what they call buns.
Yeah.
You know buns?
Yes.
Muno mukabi.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. Your friend is in trouble. That bun. Eh?
Bun, yes, that one.
That one. They gave him 3. He took 1 out, and you know it was hit. He said, demon, get out. He said, no. What? Escort. I want something to drink. Mirinda. They brought water. He said, no, soda. It was a demon with a choice. You know? The pastor said, bring soda. They brought stone tangawiz. He said, no, Fanta. It had terms and conditions. They had to apply.
Did it ask for ice cube?
Yes. What happened? After bringing the soda, the pastor said, demon, now get out. He said, sausage. The pastor realized that the demon was now expensive. He said, ushers, bring Chiwako, let's candy the demon. The man jumped. Wow, it has gone.
NTV, turning on your world.
The NRA was ideology. We had this irregular way of doing things. With very many companies. A company, B company, C company, D company.
Marriage is tough, but you suck it up and you stick through the good times and the bad times. What kind of
discussing fashion? Because we have everything under control, yes? And the only crisis we're going to have is you clashing with the red carpet.
We've met mystics.
Well, Lulu is not here, and if she comes, I'll let her know you're here. You picked the wrong person to mess with, Lucy.
Knowledge. Why can't I sit down and I gather myself up, my resources? So I started making toys.
Njo kya madinisa, njo kyenzigi, njo kya gates, nkola decoration ku mayumba.
Now On is brought to you by Dairy Fresh Flavored Milk.
Welcome back from that quick break. Well, guys, this year and last year, fashion is definitely taken over. And as you can see, every time you log in, we have to give you a fashion show or something, you know. It's giving me hope. It's making me feel good about fashion, you know. People are coming upcoming designers, and, you know, we had a fashion show that was at the beach.
Ask for money and get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment, I call it life.
One day while the light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until
And the organizer was Flosha. If you remember this girl who won Miss Beach Body or something in Miss Uganda, yes, she's going into fashion also. So she had a fashion show at Spinner Beach, and she was one of the models on the runway. It was pretty interesting. So, you know, if you missed it, take a look.
Miss Worldwide, Christina Aguilera. Oye, mamita, dale, de las dos hasta arriba. Reporting live from the tallest building in Tokyo. Long way from them hallways. Filled with O's and O's. They counting always. Real fat.
Malika Bagote, my name. I'm at Spina Beach today, and it's really an opportunity for me because I've been chosen one of the models. I joined up at Mirinda, so it's really, really fun. I just came out and I didn't know that today I may be lucky, and well enough I am.
One day while the light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment.
I see the future, but live for the moment. Makes sense, don't it? Now make dollars, I mean billions. I'm a genius, I mean brilliance. The streets is what schooled them and made them slicker than Slick Rick the ruler. I've lost a lot and learned a lot, but I'm still undefeated like Shooter. I'm far from cheap. I break down companies with all my peeps. Baby, we could travel the world and I can give you and all you can see. Time is money, only difference is I own it. Like a stopwatch, let's stop time and enjoy this moment, darling.
One day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment.
One of the biggest summer trends this year is floral print.
abstracts and geometrics. The most fascinating, however, is African print. This amazing trend has been inspired by backcloth, madcloth and kitenge cloth of the African culture, which has been transformed into a new hip and vintage look. Different designers are using these fair trade textiles.
You can tell me your name when we waking up. They call me Tunchi.
African designers are being recognized and exposed worldwide. The kitenge cloth of the African culture has been worn by a bunch of celeb trendsetters like Beyonce Knowles, Solange Knowles, Katy Perry, Gwen Stefani, Rihanna, and many more.
So let's turn off the lights and give me that spark.
The amazing thing about this trend is that while it may be ethnic, the cuts and silhouettes are extremely modern and very accessible, which brings the best of both worlds, Western and traditional style. The moral behind this is that you don't have to be exotic or have an African culture background to respect and rock this trend.
Well, guys, thank you very much for tuning in to Login. That's all we had for you this week. We are here at Governor as usual. Every first Friday at Governor is the Oldies night. So make sure if you like some Oldies music, come check it out this Friday. And if you like what I'm wearing, especially the shoes, and for those who love to look good, go to Nature's Collection and make sure you pay him a visit and support him. Thank you for watching the show from the Login team. Have a good night.
Club is brewed longer for easier drinking, brewed slower for great taste.
Club, tastefully different.
NTV, turning on your world.
Program Guide.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus came to set you free and to be free indeed.
In life, you don't wait. Yeah. There are certain times where you wait for certain decisions, but when it comes to taking action and choices, you have to move.
Jesus Christ found me, and he actually asked me a question, whether I wanted to live or to die.
Every day of my life was struggling. It's just that God has given me this kind of hope.
GXP every Sunday only on NTV, your official inspiration station.
I was going to my hall, someone came from my back and was
how? I
went to the nurse and I asked why is it that our father is negative and for us we are positive?
Every time I find a story of assault of one person to another, I get disturbed.
Mwayombye ekirwaliro tasuzeewo lwe bakwokeza nazeepoza kimu nti mujja wange yanjokeza
kino ekyafa kino kyali kyakulira muno mu lubuto.
The Irene I know just loves music and loves to sing. I've never seen her even smoke a cigarette.
The days of legal trade in slaves are history, following its abolition in the 1800s.
They tie you like this. That's when I started getting past.
Everybody has a story, but yours will only become our story when you share it.
Energy Moment is brought to you by
Rock Boom Energy Drink.
Feel the positive energy.
I tell you one more time. There he comes, Will. There he comes, Will. There he comes, Will.
Kabaka Kirimani. Wekwate Rock Boom Energy Drink. Odizibwemu amaanyi amapya. Mbagira wo. Rock Boom Energy Drink.
Feel the positive energy.
Tonight on NTV.
A good friend told me that you were an honest man who didn't care who was who when it came to the law. Is that true, sir? Will you fight for justice with me?
Now I understand your obsession with that cheap woman. You don't love her. You're not capable of loving anyone.
It's just not a problem we anticipated. We have got to pull him out. And you have got to talk to him. He'll listen to you.
You think so?
Boat. Yeah, the boat. How much is it? A boat like that? How much? What do you think?
Well, you could get a sports fisherman for maybe 300 U's. Why are you asking me about boats, Tommy?
Tonight on NTV.
Marriage is tough, but you suck it up and you stick through the good times and the bad times. What kind of example are you setting for your sister who is about to walk down the aisle herself?
Shut up, Nandi. Seriously, you just keep poking and poking at other people's relationships. You're like a cancer.
Ate, I hope you're discussing fashion. Because you have everything under control, yes? And the only crisis you're going to have is you clashing with the red carpet.
We've met mystics. And that's what marriage is all about. Mystics and forgiveness. For better or for worse.
I'm sorry, but I've got to ask.
Nothing happened between me and Lucia.
Well, Lulu is not here, and if she comes, I'll let her know you're here. You picked the wrong person to mess with, Lucy.
You don't have any way to prove it, darling. Andre Gurgel oversaw all the steps of my designs.
You mean you spent the very last of the money I had in this country? Now how am I supposed to get myself out of the mess you put me in, you imbecile?
Can't imagine what else you would possibly have to say to me about Leonardo.
No, I wanted to talk to you about Armando.
Well, I'm sure they truly care for each other. It's easy for anyone to see that. And besides, they've been together for a very long time now.
Want to have lunch?
I do, but I need to wake up first. It's too early to think about lunch. I didn't even have breakfast yet.
Listen to me, Horatio Cortez. And you learn that no man will ever dump me.
She was molested when she was 6 by someone she trusted.
The doctors finally walked into the door. They basically were telling me that she had a 5% chance of living.
I couldn't understand how somebody that tells you they loved you, that held you as a child, could abuse you.
Tommy Scott grew up among gang violence, drugs, and poverty in the projects of South Central Los Angeles.
I felt not normal, not good. I wasn't lovable.
As a teen, Melissa discovered that drinking gave some relief.
Tommy is free today and continues to tell people that it was Jesus who changed his life.
The time I spent in prison, I spent putting my ideas together on, how I was going to come back and make it all right.
And I realized my purpose, that I was created to reflect the glory of God.
Duke now realizes why God kept him alive.
These were real people facing desperate situations, just like you and me.
Jesus died to set you free, and he can give you a new heart.
Street Live
in association with
We have fun time, fun all the time.
Kale omulimu guno nze nagutandika nga nkyali mu kyalo okukunda ebyennyanja nga n'okusoma nkyasoma nga nsoma nenkwata eggaali nengenda ku nnyanja olw'omukaga n'olw'essande nensubula ebyennyanja olwo nvuga ngege mu kagaali ku kabokisi nenvuga engege ezo paka lwe namaliriza okusoma nenvaayo mu kyalo nenzija mu kibuga era bwe najja mu kibuga nentandika ebyennyanja gwe mulimu kale gwe mmanyi mbulamu bwange okuva mu buto nkizimbyemu ennyumba yange era eri awo Kabulengwa awo nagula poloti nzimbyemu ennyumba y'amaduuka n'okuyingira kati nayingira nsula wange.
We have fun time. Fun all the time.
And the change of government won't stop a thing. I've run out of fingers counting the number of multinationals sitting up here. What about the 3 companies that announced their plans to launch last week? I say they're shopping. Me, I'd be looking to sell. At what price? More. Much, much more. I don't know who you are or how you know these things, but one thing I'm sure of, you're in the wrong job. Here, call me tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'd like to hear more from you.
Are you ready for your big break? The East African, understanding the region.
NTV, turning on your world.
Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to NTV at One. I am Rachel Arinitwe Mwine. We'll start right away with our top stories. Government seeks $15 billion for the construction of an oil pipeline and refinery. Also marking the Army Day, all is set for Tarehe Sita celebrations in Buhweju district. And the United States warns airports and airlines flying to Russia for the Olympics to watch for toothpaste tubes that could hold ingredients to make a bomb. You're watching NTV at One. Welcome once again to NTV at One. Members of the ruling NRM party head to Chankwanzi for a retreat to discuss, among other things, the party's strategy for the 2016 elections. The meeting comes amid a rift between President Yoweri Museveni and the MPs on the passing of the anti-homosexuality bill into law. Now, if passed, the law could cast a shadow on the country's international image. I will bring you pictures to that story in the course of this bulletin. We'll move on though. All is set for Tarehe Sita celebrations in Buhweju district under the theme National Consciousness and Pan-Africanism is the cornerstone for African peace and stability. The celebrations come at a time when Uganda is involved in various peacekeeping and enforcement assignments in the region. We earlier spoke to our reporter, Maurice Ochol, who is in Buhweju for the celebrations.
Tarehe Sita, of course, is the Defense Forces Day that marks the birth of the NRA, which brought, of course, the UPDF as we know now today. It was on 1981, 27 armed, of course, patriots and a few armed others who had November barracks to unite and cause a fundamental change, I must say, in Uganda of the former leaders that were in the country. For now, what is happening is that most of the UPDF soldiers, the generals, and those who fought in and brought the country where it is today, top army generals are all here. And what we expected, of course, looking at the theme that this year has been taken, is the role of the UPDF in the different parts of Africa, the role of the UPDF that is playing in different parts.
Maurice Ochol there in Buhweju district. Now, the government needs at least $15 billion to ensure commercial development of the oil resource through a pipeline and refinery project. A joint memorandum of understanding signed between government and the licensed oil companies operating in the country is placing the roadmap commercial production at between 2015 to 2017. Announcing highlights of the new deal here in Kampala this morning, Energy Minister Irene Muloni added that government has also zeroed down on a 40% financing, with the private investors advancing 60% of the $15 billion.
Anytime end of 2015, 2016, we should really be able to see the first oil. And of course, I also mentioned about the refinery. We are also working to ensure that by end of 2017, the refinery is up running. And we're working with the partners. We also want to expedite the pipeline to make sure that by that same period, the pipeline is also up running, so that we have a ready market for our crude. As it gets out of the ground, it has a ready market, so that as a country we can receive the revenues accruing out of that.
As you may know, Sinopec is one of the oil companies in China, and we are one of the biggest oil companies in the world also. For the upstream projects, like Kingfisher, Sinopec would finance it 100% with our own cash flow. Once the other projects are rather clear, we may find ways to finance it, either 100% by ourselves or go outsourcing.
To give you an idea, this integrated project will require the transportation from Mombasa of nearly 1 million tons of equipment over the duration of the project. So infrastructure is not only something crucial here in Uganda, but it is also important in Kenya. So we are working together with the government in order to identify this critical infrastructure, and plans will be established very soon.
The reason the MOU delayed is not because of that rumor, but the reason the MOU delayed is that we do need to realize that this is a big project, both from the government perspective, but also from our own boards. Our own estimation is that this is a project that could be very well be in the range of over $15 billion. And as you can imagine, for you to agree to such a project, you need to ensure that all the T's and dots have been ticked. And what we have done in the last months of negotiations is to really ensure that there is an understanding both from Talo and his partners, but also from the government on the how and what it is that we need to do to commercialize this resource.
Now, with all the potential that the tourism industry possesses, it is marred with controversy among the different players. The disunity among the industry players, from tour operators to regulators, has affected its growth. The Minister of Tourism, Maria Mutagamba, is calling for synergy among the different operators if the country is to get the most out of the sector.
Potential that there, but how do we maximize? How do we exploit them to the maximum? That is our challenge. Each one of you is trying in your own way, and you are doing the best you can, but individually will not succeed. That's why it calls for common strategy. That's why it calls for synergies. If I have a hotel in Para, I definitely need the tour operator to bring the people there. I need the driver to bring the people there. I need the guide. I need the cooks. I need the hostel, the workers in the hotel. So it's not you alone. It's not you, the individual, but every one of us synergizes in what you do, and that's what we need to identify. That's what we need to appreciate.
And I will take you back to our story from earlier. Members of the ruling NRM party head to Chankwanzi for a retreat to discuss, among other things, the party's strategy for the 2016 elections. The meeting comes amid a rift between President Yoweri Museveni and the MPs on the passing of the anti-homosexuality bill into law. Or if passed, the law could cast a shadow on the country's international image.
As members of parliament, we are so strong and emphatic on that. we cannot change. We passed that bill when we are normal, and we are morally upright. And we cannot change on mere conviction or intimidation.
By the way, corrupt people, they are not born corrupt, but they become taught, or they just end up acquiring that funny behavior as time goes by. Smokers are not born smoking. We know these ones. Chronic alcoholics are not born alcoholics, but they just end up acquiring these things as time goes by from their peers and the environment. My problem is homosexuals refusing to produce children in a normal way, and they want to spoil our children for us who are producing them. That is what is killing me as a Ugandan. You have refused to produce children because you don't want to go where children are produced from.
And I know that even himself, he's convinced that homosexuality must be checked, must be controlled, must be fought. And from Chankwanzi, we are going to satisfy him to come back so that he ascends to the bill passed here into an act.
Let's now take a short break. We return shortly. Do stay with us.
Now On is brought to you by Dairy Fresh Flavored Milk. Enjoy the tasty and nutritious goodness of Dairy Fresh Flavored Milk. Delicious to the last drop. Brookside, goodness for all.
Good to go anytime. Feeling so good. Good to go anytime. Woo-hoo. I just feel so good. Good to go anytime. Yeah. Good to go anytime.
Re-energize with Brookside Cup Yogurt, the healthy snack made with real fruit.
Good to go anytime.
On the next episode of Tuwaye.
Olunaku lwe batuga maama yali azze nakundaba. Maama wabanga ezokundaba sanga mukaaga tetuwulira emmotoka ng'ejje ne sirens. Ng'ekaaba wi ejja mu ngeri yayo era abasube bo bakimanyi bategeera nti nolubaze. Abamu of course babeeramu n'okubukiriza n'essuubi oba tugambe essuubi esembayo ng'abagamba nti ayo ndowooza poliisi egoba babbi. Naye ng'erisembera abagenyi twagenda okulaba mu dakiika nga 2 babagoba. So omusisi bamutta. Musisi ne bamutwala n'agenda yasooka kukaaba okutya ne kumugwamu n'atandika kuyimba kyankwata nnyo ku mutima.
On the next episode of Tuwaye.
Welcome back to NTV at One. The East African Common Market is set to bring together a market estimated of 800 million people. Several benefits have been touted, but is the Common Market delivering? Now, in part 2 of On the Trail of the East African Common Market, Sam Setumba attempts to find out.
With the East African Common Market now more than 2 years old, change is starting to be felt as countries begin to fully implement the protocol.
It would take 18 days for a container to move from Mombasa to Kampala. By removing roadblocks, weigh bridges, multiple administrative procedures and multiple bonds, the days the container takes have been reduced from 18 to 3 or a maximum of 4.
Some slight improvement on the number of roadblocks which we were experiencing through Mombasa to Kampala. They have reduced. In fact, there were about over 20 Now they could be in the ranges of 8 to 10.
For the manufacturers, it starts with opportunity created.
We export a lot to Western Kenya, as a matter of fact. We export almost all our products to Western Kenya, up to water. Up to water, you would not imagine that our water crosses borders, but we do. We really do. We export a lot to northern Tanzania. We export a lot. Burundi is basically getting its products from Uganda. So if they reach Burundi, they are going through Rwanda. Therefore, Rwanda takes advantage, or also receives some products.
However, the opportunities leave a lot to be desired when it comes to establishment of business, where it is mostly still rhetoric for some countries.
Especially Ugandans establishing business in other countries. Others are freer to establish their businesses in Uganda, but they are giving us headache when we want to establish our businesses in their countries, especially Tanzania and Kenya. One of our members who had established himself in Tanzania, but what they did is to waive off taxes for the wananchi and levied taxes to ours. And what happened eventually that our person had to produce goods at higher cost against his counterparts for the same good. And of course that kicks you out of the market.
Could some states be giving with one hand and taking away with the other in the name of protectionism? It's an issue to sort out for the EAC. Some problems stem from IT system bottlenecks, which initially are designed to help.
And we were told that Askuda World is still on test. It is very much affected by availability of internet. Systems sometimes break down and it takes about 2 to 3 days before it is reinstated. And then you can see the computer system, and you can see a queue of vehicles up to 3-4 kilometers when they have not been cleared because the systems are down.
Despite the reduction of roadblocks, which normally increase the number of days cargo spends on the road, other non-tariff barriers like way bridges sometimes spring up without warning.
There are some others which are ad hoc, which are just planted anyhow, and then they say, for us, we can't distinguish between a transit cargo and a domestic cargo.
Then the traders are raising a security aspect that they claim springs from syndicates embedded within the port of Mombasa itself.
The syndicate is right from the port because with some affected cargo, we tried to track. Even port was not releasing us information. It took us about 2 months to get real information. But at the end of the day, when we got the number plates, the registration numbers of the vehicles which ferried those goods, we've established that these vehicles were, the registration numbers were fictitious.
From the submissions of some of the key beneficiaries of the common market, after 2 years, things are starting to improve. Some of them as a result of the will to act by the top leadership of these countries. Evidently though, suspicion and inconsistencies still trouble the integration process and make for more work, especially to virtually eliminate non-tariff barriers. Samuel Setumba, NTV.
Thank you, Samuel Setumba. We'll move on to news on the international scene. The United States has called for an end to the cycle of violence in the Central African Republic after soldiers publicly lynched a suspected ex-rebel following a military ceremony. The gruesome attack, widely captured on camera, happened mere moments after Catherine Samba-Panza, the new interim president, spoke of her pride in seeing the country's armed forces contribute to national security again.
The Central African Republic has been engulfed in deadly violence since Muslim rebels calling themselves the Seleka or Alliance seized power in March 2013, forcing the then President Francois Bozizé out of power. The violence intensified, leaving hundreds of people dead, as the mainly Christian anti-Balaka started fighting Seleka rebels, who are blamed for a campaign of murder, rape and looting against the Christian majority. Witnesses and journalists said that the soldiers attacked a young man in civilian clothes, stamping on his head, stabbing him and throwing stones at him. The officers could be heard shouting as they were quickly joined by an angry mob. The victim's body was then dragged through the streets as troops from the African Union-led MISCA mission, who had provided security for the ceremony, looked on. In Turkey, the parliament has adopted a new internet bill, roundly criticized as an assault by the Prime Minister on freedom of expression, access to information, and investigative journalism. After hours of debate, the measures were adopted late Wednesday, where the Prime Minister's ruling Justice and Development Party, AKP, dominates with 319 of the 550 seats. The text notably permits a government agency, the Communications Commission's presidency, to block access to websites without court authorization if they are deemed to violate privacy or within the content seen as insulting. The legislation would also force internet providers to keep records on web users' activities for 2 years and make them available to authorities when requested without notifying the users. Under that existing legislation, signed in 2007, websites including Blogging Tool, WordPress, and video sharing services, Dailymotion and Vimeo, have been blocked temporarily by court orders, while YouTube was off limits for 2 years until 2010.
In sport, Manny Pacquiao intends to show Timothy Bradley he still has his killer instinct. Responding to Bradley's comments that Pacquiao still has skills but that his killer instinct is gone, the Filipino veteran said he took that as a challenge.
Pacquiao is on a media tour to promote his rematch with Bradley in Las Vegas on April 12th. Bradley beat Pacquiao on a hotly disputed split decision in 2012. Pacquiao said he had changed his training routine to allow himself more time off, but his workouts were as intense as ever. He still plans to retire in 2 or 3 years.
The aggressiveness and the killer instinct, and I have that, but sometimes I'm too nice with my opponent, so that's why. But this fight, he challenged me to do that, so we'll give it.
The former multiple division champion was scheduled to attend a basketball match at Madison Square Garden and then appear on a television show later. He lost Juan Manuel Marquez 6 months later in 2012. In November last year, he beat Brandon Rio on points. His professional record now stands at 55 wins, 5 draws and 2 losses, including 38 knockouts.
It's part of boxing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but like what I said after that fight with Marquez, and I told the press when they asked me, don't worry, we will rise again. And that's what I proved, that I can still fight and still box, and I proved that in my last fight.
He also spoke about the prospect of fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr.
The chance, I cannot answer you that, because for me, my line is 24/7. He can contact us to say yes, I will fight, and it's up to him. And second is the people, the fans of boxing, they really want that fight, and I don't know if that fight happened or not. I don't have idea. He's the only one who can answer that.
Well, that's about all we had for you on NTV at 1. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the rest of your viewing.
NTV, turning on your world.
He's sworn blind that he'll never appear in an all-action explosions-a-go-go blockbuster, but Bruce Willis will have a hard time escaping his reputation as that genre's most successful and sought-after star. He is the ultimate of super action heroes. Bruce Willis was born as Walter Bruce Willison on the 19th of March in 1955 in Ida Oberstein, a German town near the border with Luxembourg. The oldest of 4 children, he grew up in a working-class family. Although he was a very outgoing and active youngster, Bruce grew up with a stutter and found it easier to express himself while on the stage, performing in front of an audience. Rather than attend college after graduation, he worked in bars and had a stint as a bodyguard before he found his passion for acting. With a debut coming in the theatre in the off-Broadway production of Heaven and Earth in 1997, it led him to television commercials and the role of David Addison in the phenomenally popular television series Moonlighting. This role won him an Emmy and a Golden Globe Award. It became his launching pad to international stardom. Always ambitious and multi-talented, he also had a love of music. Believe it or not, he released an album for Motown Records entitled Bruce Willis, The Return of Bruno, which eventually went platinum, hanging on the charts for over 29 weeks. His feature film debut came in 1987 in the comedy Blind Date, starring alongside Kim Basinger. A few more hits were to follow before his breakthrough performance in the blockbuster motion picture Die Hard. The film was one of the highest-grossing films of 1998. The movie skyrocketed Bruce's career.
Wait for my go. Stay with this man. It's your job to keep him alive.
His career was more than alive as the offers began to roll in. Bruce had always been a tabloid favourite since his moonlighting days. He made the headlines in 1998 when his well-documented marriage to Demi came to an end after 13 years. The former couple have 3 daughters together, Ruma Glenn, Scout LaRue and Tallulah Bell. Troubles aside, he followed up his success with impressive performances in Look Who's Talking and the Die Hard sequels. In Look Who's Talking, he was the voice of the baby, Mikey. In 2003, he lent his voice again to play the dog, Spike, in the Rugrats movie.
It's just her feline arrogance.
It was big fun. It was a big, fun process for me doing this thing, and I think it turned out really well.
Other films to his name include Bonfire of Vanities alongside Tom Hanks, Striking Distance and the box office hit Pulp Fiction in 1994.
Hey! Could you give a dog a little warning? I'm trying to do my business here.
Bruce has earned his label as one of the best in the business. His vast array of characters in his list of films that surpasses the half-century has enabled him to win over many fans and become a true star.
Just give me 5 more minutes, baby.
One of his recent conquests came in the quirky hit The Whole 10 Yards, where he stars alongside Friends funny man Matthew Perry.
You know what he did? He put on bunny slippers, he shot at me, and then he cooked me some chicken!
My roast!
Our goal was to try to make soda come out of your nose at the theater, and
Bruce Willis has demonstrated an incredible versatility in his career, from playing the ultimate action hero in the popular Die Hard films to his critically acclaimed performances in recent movies like The Sixth Sense and Heart's War. Bruce has carved a niche for himself as one of the world's most talented and bankable box office superstars. He is also one of those sensitive, new age guys.
Are you wearing bunny slippers?
Stay away from my chicken sauce.
Get the 300 ml Coke, Fanta and Sprite now at only 800 shillings. Today's highlight.
You had no reason to put Tiger in prison.
He tried to kill your little brother. That's not a good reason?
Any father would have done what he did if he thought his daughter was raped.
Alejandro, I know it's hard for you to believe now, and I understand that.
Are you just gonna keep quiet now? You're gonna keep hiding behind her mother?
Leave him alone.
If I had a daughter, I'd done the same thing. What I just saw was a father blinded by his pain.
Well, you never even opened up your mouth. Tell me the truth. You raped her, didn't you? Tell me the truth. You raped her.
Let go. I said let go.
Today's highlight.
Mikwano gyaffe mwenna abali ku NTV tubalamusizaako nnyo akaseera ko muli gw'ebyemizannyo keekano era nze Rumansi David ndi ne baganda bange Isma ne Darren okulaba nga tubayisa mu byemizannyo bitali bimu bagenda kumala kubalamusaako tuleke tutunuulire ttiimu zaffe zigenda tukiikira mu mpaka z'ebikopo bya Africa ebya kirabu empanguzi.
Ali ku NTV nkwanirizaako nga bulijjo.
Omulungi ali atulaba olunaku lwa 38 mwaka guno webale kwagala nnyo byamizannyo era sigala ono saawa namba yonna tugenda kuba tuli kutuusaako.
Okay, tweyanza nnyo tweyanzeege. Mu kaseera kano nga ttiimu ya KCCA FC yatuuse dda mu Sudan na wano ku Facebook ndabyeko ku Brian Majwega nga ali ku breakfast eri mu Katumu batuuse dda. Ttiimu yaffe eno yewangula ekikopo ekya league y'ababinywera mu ggwanga era nga yatuuse e Sudan okuzannya ne ttiimu ya Elmerick eyabajjako mu mwaka gwa 2029. Akaseera kano ttiimu yaffe yagenze nga abamu ku bazannyi abagiyamba okuwangula ekikopo tebaliimu era bannange bano bagenda kutuyambako okusengejja amaanyi n'obunafu n'obusobozi bwa ttiimu yaffe eyo ya KCC ne squad tugenda giba mu bulambulukufu bwayo naye nga tusooke ne Darren okusooka ttiimu bazannyi nga Hassan Waswa Mawanda tiyagenze mu ttiimu eno yagenze Sudan. Tuyinayo Tony Ndolo y'omu ku bazannyi abatuusa ttiimu eno okuwangula ekikopo okusobola okukiika yagenze yegasse ku Sofapaka e Kenya ne gwe badizizaawo kizibu okugamba nti oba oli awo n'asobola ekintu ekikola ddala obulungi ennyo. Stephen Bengo yagenze ne ttiimu naye alinamuko obuvunevune. Ttiimu yaffe gitunuulidde otya nga tuzannya ku weekend eno?
Hassan Waswa nga taliimu mu ttiimu ne Tony Ndolo nga bw'ogambye kale ekintu ky'obumanyirivu kuba bano badde basamba ku mpiira emineneko bw'otunuulira mu squad ya KCC naye bw'olaba ate obumanyirivu omutendesi George Nsimbe bw'alina kuba yali ne ttiimu eno kuba bagenda era e Sudan ne bakola amaliri emu ku emu olw'okuba Elmerick yajja wano ne tukuba goal emu ku bwereere awo KCC ewe yaviiramu naye ku luno bw'olaba era ttiimu eriwo abasambi bonna abagenze ne Stephen Bengola abasambi bonna nti wakiri tubalinako akakwate tubamanyiiko abamu badde basambirako mu ttiimu ya Queens atojja tunula nti nekino ekintu kyekimu ne ku ttiimu ya Sports Club Victoria University gye tujja okwogerako edda naye ng'oba olaba ttiimu y'emu esobola okgenda n'erwana naye nze kyendowooza mu byonna nga KCC akyadde Katumu ndowoozamu nti okukubwa oba result yonna enevaayo tebalina tukuba nnyo kankiteekebwe nti tebalina tukuba nnyo bwaba tukuba wakiri tufuneyoko ku goolo wano ntune abateebinga Tonodu William Wadri ne Haman Waswa tulina obba tunuulira ennyo kuba goolo emu esobola tuzza mu kibalo nga tukomyewo wano ewaka naye obuwanguzi bujja kuba buzibu nga tukyaddeyo.
Okay, Isma, ttiimu zaffe okufaananako ne ttiimu y'eggwanga tutandika bulungi tutandika bulungi ne tugenda nga tukkirira naye okusinga kibadde ku ttiimu ya ggwanga yokka gwe ttiimu ya Nsimbo ogirabye otya mu kutandika luli yali agitendeka 28 ne wangula ekikopo yatandika bulungi nekkirira bweti mpola paka ku Elmerick akalipo ne kagitema olwaleero tusoose na Elmerick yatukuba akalipo tuyinza tutyo kize emabega.
David ogambye tiratandikira ku ntikko naye ndowooza mwogo omwaka okuwangula Supersport result yali ennene nga ennyo mu serio Supersport yalimu ku matiimu agasinga
anti ogwasooka gwatuusa ku Supersport
ogwasanduza ttiimu ya Ferroviario di Maputo Brian Omonyo yateeba goals ezo ezayisa mu ttiimu ya KCC zotofaanako nnyo ne Darren sigenda kutulina nnyo ate kuteeba nze nja kutulina nnyo ate mu back bw'abanga George Nsimbe agenda nga bagenze ne KCC bagenda funa result gye beetaaga eri mu Katumu beetaaga okuba nti bazibira bulungi nnyo. Ndowoozamuko nti abazanyi abali mu backyard nja kusabako squad yo bagikomyeko osobola okuba nti ogiraba.
Fahadi Kawoya ne Roni Kiseka
okuba nti basamba okuba nti omuzanyi basobola okugusoma obutaga amabanga. Tunamuke bali Habibu Kavuma abaddewo nebbanga ddene olowooza nti experience
yasambye na bulungi Mapinduzi Cup yabadde Zanzibar KCC yawangu
bali ndowoozamuko ne Saka Mpima kumpi ekimu bayinza okugezaako ziiza cross naye ndowoozamuko nti omupiira bwe gudda ndowoozamuko nti olumu okuzibira tekuzizira nnyo ku bazannyi bulungi bw'abazannyi b'oyina naye ekitole nga mukwataganye kubanga nina okubanga mmanyi nti omupiira bwe gugende ne Habibu Kavuma nga ndi Saka Mpima eno mu bbiri tewali kimbeza bweru wa box nange zijja neneegattako ne tubeera n'abazannyi bangiko ebintu bwe biti obiraba ebiyinza okuba ng'ebitonotono mu kulaba nti tiimu esobola okuba nti ekola bulungi naye kyangenda ntinamuko bakipa bano ababiri abo tinamuko bakipa bano ababiri omuli Nicolas Sebwato ne Salim Jamal ekyennaku David bwe ntinamuko Jamal eyali mu tiimu Express yawangula ekikopo ekyasooka myaka 16 neona abadde azanya mu KCC enjawulo ennene omupiira omutindo gukendedde simanyi lwaki simanyi oba olumu kiteeka nnyo ku nnyonta y'abazanyi baffe nti tukkuta mangu nti bw'okeera n'ova wano ng'obadde tolya kyamisana n'otandika okubeera n'obusobozi nti club esobola okusasayo sente oba nga tokyalina buzibu bwe butyo nti tukkuta mangu oluvaawo abazanyi tebaddamu kulaga eri nnyonta gye yasooka okulaga kyendowooza nti ekimu ku ebyo nsimbi ebyayinza okubanga yevuma naye ng'ekyamazima obutaawukanako nnyo ne Darren ndowoozamuko nti KCC bw'eyitamu kijja kuba ekyamagero ekinene
kubanga lero tusobola okutandika ne tiimu enneneko bulijjo tubadde tutandika ne tiimu nga bw'ogambye Ferroviario obo nga tusobola okugira juzi URA nga ekyatendekebwa Moses Basena twatandika ne tiimu eryawo yabalokole okuva e Kenya Good Hope ne tugira okukakkana tugenzeeko awala katusita tugenda awala tusangawo omunene Joliba bwe twazaako Joliba tugenda okulira nga ate akalubinyo n'ogenda tetwagenda
lwakuba okuva omanyi Joliba we yajjira wano ng'evudde Mali ndowooza Mali twali tulowoozaamu tiimu nga Stade Malien nga ze tiimu kumpi ez'amaanyi oba AS Bamako ekyamazima bwe nagenda ate n'engoberera Joliba omanyi tiimu wejjamu tiimu ya Uganda kinkakatako ndowooza ogigwera ndabe naye neetuggyemu yenkanawo bulungi David bw'ogera n'olaba Joliba gye yakoma kuba bagenda mu Champions League ne bakuba ne bagwa mu Confederations Cup basaba paka semi-final ndowooza Tipi Mazembe yabakuba ogwo omwaka okusobola okuvaamu okulaga nti
enjawulo isima weeri ku tiimu zino ez'omu Sekafa Region Clubs weesanga nga tiimu za Sudan El Hilal ne El Merreikh bakumye omutindo gwabwe wano tiimu zaffe endala ojja kwesanga zibadde zipondooka luli bakiikanga basanga Express Villa oba KCC kati KCC yegezaako okusigalasigalawo ng'ewulizika naye bw'otunuulira ate Express ne Villa abo bawangula n'ebikopo n'okukiika ne batakiika bw'ogira n'okkirira mpozi Tanzania Young Africa ne Simba nabo basigadde nga bakuumye omutindo naye ate Kenya AFC Leopards ne Gor Mahia bakawangula ekikopo juzi wansi wa coach Bobby nga Dan Muzeyi Serunkuma yabatebedde ne goals empitirivu naye nga badde bamaze emyaka 18 nolwekyo Sudan yabadde ekuumye omutindo gwa tiimu zayo ennene zino ebbiri El Hilal ne El Merreikh
mutuufu naye okwongera ku ekyo ndowoozamu nti tiimu nga bw'ozoogedde yange Tanzania n'eri tiimu endala gyevuganya naye Simba Dar es Salaam n'oyambuka ne Sudan tiimu ya El Merreikh ojja kulaba nti enteekateeka za tiimu ezo n'enteekateeka za tiimu zaffe wano azanjawulo ekyokubiri kiri nti ensako yaabwe enneneko okusinga ku yaffe bw'otunamu ebyo ebintu by'omwezi ensonga ebbiri ojja kulaba nga zino tiimu ze Sudan ebbi zijja kweyongera okujja ne Tanzania zijja kweyongera amaanyi zijja kweyongera okujja kuba tiimu ze zimu ndowoozamu era tuziwa n'abazannyi kuba abamu bagenda ne mu Ethiopia mu tiimu ya St George nenkwadde tetujogeddeeko naye ojja kulaba nga tiimu ze zimu okuva eri mu gali amawanga amalala ga Sekafa ezitera okujja netwetaba nazo mu mpaka naye nga ffe tututta abatuuze banjawulo bwe tuba tututta
n'olwekyo KCC katugisabire erina okukola tiimu ya Villa kyeyakola mu 1987 ng'ekuba El Merreikh goal emu ku bwereere naye ezo zaali mpaka za Sekafa Club Championship ekikopo Villa kyeyasookera ddala okuwangula mu byafaayo byayo naye ate yo KCC yali yasookayo dda kubanga mu kuwangula ekikopo ekya Sekafa Club Championship KCC yasooka okiwangula mu 1978 okuva olwo okutuusa kaakati eringa gye baaweera kuba teddangamu kukiwangulako yadde okutuuka ku semi-final olwaleero luno yeekulembedde Big 3 eya Uganda kuba Uganda tulina Big 3 tulina Villa Express ne KCC kati kuba Big 3 KCC ekyaliyo yokka katulabe engeri gye ne tukiikiriramu era nga tusaba busabi bitambule bulungi mu ngeri y'emu Victoria University bo tebagenze leero bagenda leero nga bukya okusinziira ku mukulu Lyon Ssenyange yakwatagane bana mawulire naye era squad ogenda gitunulira ku screen yo era namwe mulimu abazanyi abamanyi obutagenda nga captain yennyini Dennis Iguma ne Savio Kabugo yayosa back enungi enye South Africa ate empozi ne Mike Serumaga ya Labisenti yasiwuse empisa okusinzira ku reports ezivaayo timu yaffe ogenda girabaka yeyo Benjamin Ochan yali man of the match lutwazanya Zimbabwe mu mpaka eza Chan ndowooza gwe mutindo gwana sobola okwolesa n'abalenzi mpozi Martin Mpuga ye captain wadde ekyo ekikomo ky'obwa captain nga Benjamin Ochan yamumyuka we
ate nga David bw'oyogedde ku Benjamin Ochan okola obulungi mu mpaka za Chan ndowooza nti Dennis Guma ne Savio Kabuga obutabaawo kale bajja kubasubwa olw'empisa naye olw'okuba baali basambi omupiira mwezi gwa January ate nga guli ku mutendera gwa waggulu okusinga wano we bagenda kyandibadde kigenda kuyamba nnyo ttiimu ya Victoria naddala nga bagenda omulundi gwabwe ogusooka mu zino empaka mu ndowooza yange mpozi nekyakiri nti bw'olaba ttiimu ya Victoria yabasambi banjawulo ojja kulaba nti basambiddeko mu club ennene ez'enjawulo n'ekijjo bayamba kiri nti babaddeko awamu kyenkana okuweza emyaka ebiri abasambi abasinga mu eno ttiimu ojja kulaba abasambi nga Pitote yali mu Maroons yavaayo najja abasambi nga Noah Semakola twamulako mu ttiimu ya Villa ne Simon Okwi yali alwaniye ekifo ku eno ttiimu ya Chan eyagenze South Africa ojja kulaba nti abasambi bonna bano bonna basambyeko ku mupiira ogwa waggulu lwakuba nga bali bonna ng'ekitole
ate era kumpi mukaaga kuba babadde mu mpaka eza Chan
mu mpaka eza Chan
ate nzi kyembadde ndowooza nti ekijja n'osinga obukulu kubanga ku ttiimu ya Victoria University bw'olaba kwebadde mu mawulire leero essuubi liri nnyo mu kuba nti ttiimu eno mu njogera yaffe nti nto kubanga emyaka gy'abazanyi ndowooza abasinga tumanyi ekibeerawo David wali musambi wa mupiira okimanyi ndowooza kyemukola emyaka simanyi
n'emyaka kyegitukola olwokulaba emyaka gigenda sipiidi okyalina ebyokukola ng'osaawako esatu
ng'ogamba ate sinnaba naye bwe ntunamuko nti engagement nti bano abazanyi bonna abadde mu Chan mu mbeera nga league n'obuzibu bwonna bwebadde nabo mu kaseera akasembye league ebadde mu kuwummula kumpi kati emyezi gisobamu ebiri nga bawummudde simanyi yonsi ndala yonna abeera wakati wa first round ne second round bawummula emyezi ebiri Uganda ndowooza yokka ne mwaka akaseera mulebye kwasa omuteesa wa Victoria University alina omukisa nti abazanyi be bo obutafaananako na klabu nnyingi babaddeko e South Africa abazannya omupiira ogw'okuvuganya mu ngeri Uganda gyasobola okuvuganya mu mpaka eza Chan kati tulinamuko bwentyo bajja genda mu mbeera nga bino ebyomubiri bino fitness nga weeri basobola okuba nti bavuganya Don Bosco si ettiimu ye ndowooza mu ttiimu z'Ekongo zonna ze tuwulidde siri erinnya eddene nze ekyamazima kumpi nsose n'ogiwulirako wano Godfrey bwe yagenda n'afuna endagaano nabo wati yasobola kuba nti abasambi
naye beetegese nnyo Isima kubanga kano ka tournament nga KCC ke yagenzeemu ene Zanzibar baakategese nga balimu ne ttiimu ennene nga Nkana Red Devil TP Mazembe ttiimu ennene kati kitegeeza bayinza okuba nga si banene nnyo
David nnene mu linnya ennaku zino ogwera ligi y'Ezambia nayo omutindo gwagenze gukendera nnyo kabwe tulinamu Kongo olowooza ku Kongo obongo obusooka gamba TP Mazembe ndowooza noda n'ogamba eno LSV Motema Pembe kwegamba Don Bosco banga nga sina na ginoonyeza ku kino ngamba muko muli nti bwebanga Kongo ena ttiimu 10 ez'amaanyi Don Bosco erayika ya 7 kwegamba tejja kubeera n'okwo okutya n'ogamba nti owaayi Don Bosco yejja
naye bagenda kuzannya ne ttiimu eya Victoria University nga gwe mulundi gwayo gusoose okukiika kyakubiri ng'eno sizoni yayo yakubiri mu kibinja ky'ababinywera ekyo nakyo Isima bw'oba osengejja okiteekamu
era awo we nina n'okutya we wayinza okubeera enjawulo nti Don Bosco ezze ekiika nga bwe nabagambye olunaku olw'eggulo nti yaliyoko anevayo ebyokuyiga balina bingi bwebagibwa mu ttiimu ya Supersport goolo 4-3 omugatte kuba Supersport yabakubeemu ku bwereere nga babakyalidde awo e Lubumbashi bwe bagenda eri South Africa ne gugwa 3-3 wano we ndowooza nti Don Bosco ebyokuyiga erayika yafuna na bingi nnyo ebimu ku ebyo Victoria byerina okugenda ng'emanyi kuba olunaku olw'enkya bajja kuyitirana Nairobi okudda e Lubumbashi
waliwo ensonga ze njagala mwogereko ku Facebook Isima ayogedde ku bazanyi baffe okukkuta amangu ate Darren alina kyayogeddeko nti coach Mole byekwaso agenda kusubwa nnyo ne coach Nsimbe omutindo gw'abazanyi n'obumanyirivu abazanyi abatagenze kati kyensaba mukubaganyeko ebirowoozo ku NTV omumuli gw'ebyemizannyo kyekino nti nno omuzannyi yamanya ddi lwafiirwa nga tazannye mu mpaka nga zino kuba bano batugambye nti omulenzi annyuka mangu oli n'agamba bagenda kumusubwa kochi yasubwa tiimu bw'etakola bulungi kochi gobagoba y'omuzannyi anaasongebwako ddi oluno n'amanya obuvunaanyizibwa bwe mukubaganye ebirowoozo ku nsonga eyo tujja kubisomako wano katuwummulemu katono tulyoke tujja mu kitundu ekyokubiri tova ku NTV.
This one-wash challenge will test Ariel and your leading powder to see which is the best stain removal in Uganda. First, chocolate, then tea. Finally, we will wash half with your leading powder and half with Ariel. Did your leading powder remove the stains? And what about Ariel? Look, Ariel has cleaned in just one wash. So the best stain removal of Uganda in one wash is Ariel. Best stain removal in one wash.
On the next episode of
He is the more skilled fighter, but it's all about the size and the weight difference can be a big factor. Let's remember something though.
They call him The Rock, but there is something more powerful as The Rock. That's water. Tonight I'm the water.
Boxing more, but tonight I'm impressed. Good stepping knees.
Yeah, it's known for Swiss, yeah. Also known for the cheese, but there's no holes in his game plan, is there, at the moment? Very sharp kicker.
Yeah, he's very good with his legs. If you look at his knockouts, they all come a lot from those knees. Jim's fights tonight using that left
You
kick,
took the words right out of my mouth, Kieran. Not while you were kissing me, because that's not happening. No matter how much money we get here. Beautiful knee again!
Great knee. Oh, Zaba.
on the next episode of
Nkulika ennyo mikwano gyaffe mukuumulako mukubaganye ebirowoozo ku nsonga eyo kubanga abazannyi nabo balina okuba isima nga batuuse wano nga naye yeesunga dda nina okukubako mu Champions League oba omupiira gwange ogwasatu oba omupiira gwange ogusooka naye ate empaka zino zituuka zitya ate ggwe n'obeera nga toli mu position sigano oyinza okuba ng'onyigirizibwa naye obanga wakyewanga omulamwa tuzi kino nandikyagadde mu myaka bweyiti mu bbanga bweriti nze ndowooza oba buli kyokola kyonna kiba kijja muki mu mbeera eyo tugendako wali mu Bungereza twandyagadde okusengejjamuko obuvunaanyizibwa ttiimu ya Arsenal bwerina mu mwezi guno ogwa Feb emipiira gye bagenda okuzannya kubanga Arsenal okufaananako ne Chelsea ne Man City wetwogerera bino ze ttiimu zirabika nga ze ziri ku kikopo zonna ziyinza okuvaayo ne kutabaako n'emwetwala naye wetwogerera bino
ekyomukisa omulungi David kankusale ku kirumi nti tezeetaaga na kwogerako ndowooza twandisigadde ku Arsenal ne Man City Mourinho agamba ekikopo tebaliiko Brendan Rodgers yagambye
ogenda ne Mourinho byagambye
ye Rodgers yagamba n'ekikopo naye tabeeranga nako
Mourinho nga yakalangirira nti Sam Allardyce amukubye omupiira ogwa ekyasa kye 19 n'omuwuliriza n'okkiriza kakati empira gino producer afa agenda gikuteera kawo ku screen osobola okutunuulira nawe bw'obanga owagira Arsenal obanga ttiimu yo gy'owagira eri mu Bungereza osobola okusengejja n'ogamba nti mipiira girimu emeka 7 obo Arsenal obonera 21 ejja kutwala 3 naye nga nabano bannange wano bagenda kuteekamu ebirowoozo byabwe mugezaako okubaganya okulaba amaanyi ga Arsenal gayinza okuba mu kaseera kano kubanga Isma ne Darren kyemmanyi nti nno omuwagizi yeyagaliza ne bw'abanga basomye nti nno kakati goalkeeper Shezin yalwadde ne bagamba Mikel Arteta yagenda okukwata ayagaliza Arsenal ajja kugamba nti tebasobola muteeba mwoyo naye gwe asengejja nga omwoyo gwo guli wamu bwe guti nga oli ku mulimu nsobola nkakasa nti osobola okusengejja mu ngeri esobola okujja ekifaananyi ekituufu kati nze mmanyi nti nno emipiira gino nga bwe giri tugenda gisoma ne ku screen gigenda kujja emipiira gino bwe gibeera bwe giti giyimirizibwawo okusooka omutindo Arsenal gweriko leero ekyokubiri bazanyi ki beerinawo abatali balwadde n'abatali ku suspension ekyokusatu engula yaguze etya mu January ogezaako kwongeramu amaanyi oganga gabadde geetaagisa ekyokuna omutindo gw'abazanyi ttiimu ekinyusi okutambulira gw'ogamba nti nno kasita tabaamu Arsenal ebeera bubi awo nawe njagala mutambulire ne Darren
kansooke ne kiri esooka omutindo gwa Arsenal gweyina ndowooza guwa buli muntu okukkiriza nti esobola okgenda gino empiira egisinga netwalako obubonero
oba tusooke bantu kubawa mipiira gino tusooke kubawa mipiira gino kubanga producer andi gituteereddeko abantu ne bagisomako wali ne balaba emipiira gino kati bana abakulu bakubaganye ebirowoozo nga basinziira okusooka ku squad engeri gyerimu nga Isima bw'abadde atandise ononsonyi okusalamu ekirimi naye egyo gy'emipiira bwe gito bwe giri oluva okukyalira Liverpool ng'okyaza Man U awaka nga oddamu ng'ozannya Liverpool mu FA era kwogwo omulundi ojja kubeera waka bw'onoogira okyaze Bayern ndowooza Arsenal teyeeraliikiridde nnyo kubanga emenya mu jenje ekkalu nga bwe yakola luli bwe mumaliriza omuzannye Sunderland oye Febu owa Arsenal kati awo Isima wensaba oteekeremu ebirowoozo byo neddala ni agenda kuteekamu tutandikiddewa
ekisooka kyekiri
ososena mutindo ososena squad we
omutindo omugenda mu mpira bwegiti omutindo gwe mugenderako mu kaseera bwe kati guyamba kinene ekyamazima David tiimu yonna bw'okyusa wali ebimyufu abadde Arsenal n'oteekawo Chelsea oba n'oteekawo Man City oba n'oteekawo Liverpool nejja kubonaabona nagyo esooka osooka n'okkiriza nti empiira gino mizibu kati kyomala okikkiriza ntandikwa nnungi kati ekyokubiri nti n'omutindo nti wano wendabira lwaki tiimu zeetaaga abazannyi abangi
nekirala Isima kyoba ojjuzaamu yenyimirira ya Arsenal era producer akoze bulungi Arsenal n'agiteeka mu kamyufu kubanga kitegeeza Arsenal wegenda okubeera ng'ezanya omupiira ogwo bw'olaba nga Arsenal gye basoose okusoma omanya eri waka bw'olaba nga Arsenal yesembyeyo eri ng'omanya eri ku bugenyi kati oba olina n'okutunuulira omutindo gwa Arsenal awaka ne ku bugenyi
esinga kuba ku bugenyi
kakati awo woba otambulira omanyi saagala mulekeyo kasonda n'akamu njagala abantu bafune eddala ekifaananyi kituufu
ate nga David bw'otunuulira emipiira egyo ojja kulaba nga Arsenal eyinza okuddamu okusamba Liverpool kuba ogwa FA guyinza okuggwa amaliri ekyo nakyo tulina okitunuulira nga baddayo
naye tutunuulidde buvunaanyizibwa baffe bubwokka era webabeewo replay ndowooza ejja kubeera eri waggulu mu maaci oba
naye ojja kulaba nga n'emipiira egiddako awo era bakyalinawo emipiira emizibu asimanyi oba producer agirinawo ajja gitulaga
Isima obaddeko ensonga gy'obugusa
njala nnyo njire ŋŋambe nti olumu biri byonna mbyogedde nti ttiimu erina okgendamu nga ebadde ekola bulungi kiyamba naye njala njogere ku kintu ekisinga obukulu buli omu ajja kulowooza nti Arsenal ejja kuba nkoowu kuba ova mu Feb maaci yoyo alimu Stoke alimu Swansea alimu Bayern okuddiŋŋana alimu Tottenham Hotspur alimu Chelsea ne Manchester City
ekitegeeza mulimu dabbe bbiri eza London mulimu Champions League omunene mulimu alinnya ye Stoke yemu ku ezo ttiimu ezikyasinza okukola obulungi against ttiimu ennene awaka Man City yamira 3 Man U yamize 2 Liverpool bagisottasotera okukakana nga bagiseemu nga basatu tebaddamu kuzanya match eddako omanyi Stoke City kuba kifiiriza otwala obubonero naye basatu babeera ku ndiri
ekyembadde njala okwonako ennyo nti bw'omugenda mugina empiira olumu mugina empiira zino ttiimu ze basamba zonna zanjawulo zonna ziyinza okuba ez'amaanyi nze ndowoozaamuko nti mu mibiri ebiri physical abazanyi b'Arsenal beetaaga bajja kuba nabyo kubanga be bazanya nabo basamba kumpi empiira gye gimu ng'oggyeko Liverpool nti fitness ajja kubeera mu kifo kye kimu kati nze ndowoozaamuko nti obuzibu bwa Arsenal butandikira olina okumanya nti ono asamba bw'ati ono tukyusakyusa ne tusamba bwe tuti ndowoozaamuko nti omutendesi yenna omulungi gino empiira giyitamu ng'okuŋŋanyiza kati basobola kuwangula gyonna ekyo osooka n'okyesonyiwa tekisoboka kuba tibagenda giwangula gyonna oba bw'otuna mukono ga gino empiira giri kambe giri 10 tusobola okutwalako 6 ne tugiwangula kati mu mbeera bw'etyo omutendesi alina okuba n'obusobozi obukyusakyusa squad ye n'amanya nti wetwatusamba Liverpool amaanyi n'obunafu buliwa balina Sterling adduka ennyo twetaagako Gibbs kati bw'okyusa n'olabayo komera n'ogamba neno ttiimu tegenda nnyo bbali kaŋŋambe nga Bayern kuba ne basambisa Thomas Muller ba Mario Götze abadda munda so lukyusamuko ne nyongeramuko abazannyi mu makati g'ekisaawe tebuli ttiimu lwakuba esamba mu ngeri ey'enjawulo nandyagadde nnyo okulaba Arsene Wenger nga buli mupiira agusamba mu mbeera ndala nobeerawo nga togezaako
nti bw'ozanya Crystal Palace bw'ozanya
Chelsea bw'ozanya Man City bw'ozanya Bayern nze ndowoozaamuko nti ekyo kyekisinga zino fixture wensinga nozitira kubanga Arsene Wenger si omu ku abatendesi abasinga okukyusa ndowooza kyamutwalira emyaka mingi nnyo paka sizoni ya 25-26 we baatuuka mu Champions League final ndowooza ojja kunjulira we yasooka otandisa okubisaako omuteebi omu n'ayongeramuko bamidi kati kuba we yakyusa kimedde ate kizibu nnyo okulonda omupiira gwasobola okubisa abateebi ababiri ne wasambisa omuteebi omu kati nandowoozamuko nti amaanyi gaye gandibadde nnyo mu kutandikiraawo ogamba nti owaayi omanyi neba akola ba Steve Bold bani n'abazanyi bennyini bana abakulukulu bateta ndowooza balina okuba abateesa ku timu nga bwe ino samba balina okubanga beeta midwevid noga naye Man City eno mu makati ina Silva ina Yature ina Fernandinho twetaaga okunyigirizako Yature omuze mabega twongeremu omuzanyi mu makati bwe tuba nga ate tusamba mu Liverpool nafuko mu makati nzo zanyisa abazanyi ate twongereko omutebyo w'okubiri mu maaso ebintu bwe biti enkyukakyuka eyo nze ndoza yinza obbayisa mugina empiira eningi
Dareni Isima ensengeja yo gifunye naye toyinza kuba mu mupiira kyeguva guberamu n'abazanyi abangi toberanga Moses Golola oba Steven Chiprotich ntino timu ogirimu bwomu kati Arsenal ejja kuba evuganya ku mipiira gyayo naye kimanye gwovuganya nayo omusinzi obubonero bubiri kakati gwe tojja kugamba nti nno ojja kuba ozanya Man U gwe tumanyi obulungi ennyo nti oyina embiranye naye kyokka nga Man City ezanya Norwich gwolowooze nti no tofune bunkenke obunkenke obuyinza obutajja eri coach naye abasambi bajja buulira naye sajja tetukyazanga ddene bali ku Norwich kubanga jjukira mu ttiimu zino ezirabika nga zezikulembedde ekibinja mu Bungereza Man City, Chelsea ne Arsenal. Chelsea ekyasinze okuzanya emipiira eminene against ttiimu zino ennene ezirambulirako ekikopo okiraba kakati ojja kubanga ozanya ttiimu ennene ng'eyo ozanya Liverpool nga ono Man City gwolengera wano kubonero bubiri bwokka ng'agenda kuzanya Sunderland awaka kakati gwekyo kisengejjo otya kubanga olina okugeraageranya ono Arsenal gwaliko nabano baavuganya nabo bwe bali kubanga kireeta obunkenke mu bazanyi
bw'otunula mu sizoni ezisembeyo kwentono ojja kulaba nga ttiimu ya Arsenal ebaddeko kale emipiira gino egimu David ojja kutunula olabe
naye nga giddiringanye gityo Nije okubye kone sigadde emipiira 10 buli match gyozanye ebanga final.
Mu zino season omukaaga esembe nja kutwala mukaaga oba musanvu. Kuba waliwo season emu Arsenal yagenda neva mbikopo bina mu mwezi gumu akyenkana mwezi gumu. Nti ojja kola nti gino emipiira gyonna gibadde gijja ne gibeera naddala tiimu ezeta mu bikopo bya Champions League e Bulaaya. Ojja kulaba nga wano Arsenal weekyangidde ojja kulaba embeera gye balimu nungiko okusinga gino emyaka egisembyeyo Isima bwagambye nti bali waggulu ku tebo kino kibadde tekitera kubeerawo wenandyagalidde n'abasambi bennyini kibayingire kwogase n'empisa z'abasambi kuba juzi twalaba omusambi Matthew Flamini ng'afuna kaadi emmyufu ebintu nga bino byetasuubira ekirungi kiri nti n'omukwasi wa ggoolo yaabwe Wojciech Szczesny agenzi kyenkana eddakiika 9 nga tebamuteeba mu awaka mu liigi
ninga azanya Crystal Palace
Crystal Palace
David olumu zino omanyi
eno mani
zanyine ndowooza David nti bw'obanga oyagala okukweka ekintu obutakirambulula bulungi okozesa nnamba bw'oyagala okukweka ekintu nti sirowooza nti ennamba zijjayo nze okumpa nti Ronaldo atebe golo bina oba Messi atebe golo 7 oba 10 nti oli amusinga golo olumu tekijjayo bulungi kifaananyi naye ndowoozaamuko nti mulige ey'okuvuganya nga muzanya tiimu mwenna bw'obanga buli tiimu ezanya tiimu ziri endala 19 tosobola kunafuya result yonna nti oyinza oga nti kale result ezimu oba nga mwesibaganye ne Chelsea ekola enjawulo naye toyinza gamba nti Arsenal akuba ebadde ezanya Crystal Palace tekyenkana nazanya Chelsea kuba ekyamazima ne bwe guggwa 7-0 nga Man City bwe yakuba Norwich buba obubonero kati ndowoozamuko nti mu mbeera eya liigi emipiira kumpi emirundi egisinga gijja kuba gyenkana ate bw'onootiramu nti sizoni nyingi ndowooza nyo sizoni kiyinza obutabaawo mu sizoni nyingi nnyo tiimu esinga okuŋŋaanya obubonero ku 10 abasembi yetwala ekikopo ekyo kyo kiri bwe kityo kubanga ojja kujjukiramu nze omu ku batenesi bezijjukira nti yazimba ttiimu ye ng'ewangula emipiira eminene nga tewangula liigi yali Liverpool mu biseera bini ng'akyali mu big four kuba ebiseera bino yavaamu ng'aliwo Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool yakuŋŋaanyanga ekitono nnyo obubonero 13 ku 18 bwe basambiranga naye nga mu kaseera ako Liverpool yesanga mu kyakutaano lwaki yatuukanga tewangudde Southampton nga tewangudde zino zi Crystal Palace zoyinza ogamba zi Charlton zi Middlesbrough zagikubanga home and away kanozamu koti Arsenal ekimuko ebiyinza ate obbayamba kyengenda okusenga njogedde ku ekyo ekya liigi bw'olina olumu waliyo mu economics etwayitanga opportunity cost nga tusoma mu opportunity cost
okyasoma
nga bwe tusoma nti waliwo tulina mukono ogamba nti mu bino ebikopo kiba kye tusobola okuba ntutwala wamangu ekyamazima esaino nze ndowooza bino ebikopo byonna FA Champions League ne Premier ye mwangu okuwangula kwasena engeri gyesambye olumu oyinza obutakikola mu bugene mnoga akatuveemu naye olumu bwe mumala ne muvaamu tekiba kibi nnyo kuba kisena obutereevu okugenda okuwangula liigi David omwaka ogwedde nga tuli wano tuli ku programu eno abantu bali banyivu ne bakuba amasimu Real Madrid je Manchester United bajibye ebintu ebitenjogera yabo wagizinga bwebeera naye kyamazima nze ndowooza Manchester okuva mu Champions League yali ntandikwa eyokuwangula league ndoza mu Arsenal sinza kuba muwagizi wa Arsenal ne kubagiza nyonga Bayern etujjemu
ngabe kuyamba buyambi kendeza ku biko binataka
timu yovuganya nabe
waliwo abazanya batali mu Darren oyinza okuboogera ka Arsenal abalala balwadde abalala gundi nga Matthew Flamini emipira jena kitegeeza nti esatu kujina emipira eminene nga fixture webadde talimu Mikel Teta yalina okwekolamu omulimu ne banne otunulidde otya ku mbeera eyo nga njagala n'okuwa ne information eno ku kati bw'otunulira Chelsea ne Arsenal bwe bavuganya Arsenal ejja kuba egenze ku Anfield Chelsea ejja kuba wakanga ekyaza Newcastle kakati Arsenal bwenedde waka okuzanya Man U Chelsea ejja kuba ekyalidde West Brom ekyali Beyond omupiira ogwokusatu oguliyo mu mwezi guno Chelsea ejja kukyaza Everton jukira Chelsea yo Champions League waayo aliko eri kumpinga omwezi gugwako mu bagenda okuzanyira Galatasaray
kuba olwokuba nti UEFA yagala nyeguze TV empira ya jawula olwokuba nti yagala ekole
Chelsea inamu ne Man City FA naye bw'otunulira empira gine gya league n'ogigeraageranya ne gya Arsenal gw'ofuna kifaananyi ki ng'okiyingiza mu bazannyi abataliimu aba Arsenal kubanga abo tobasuubira newankubadde ba mugaso
ate nga ndowooza ne mugina emipiira gyenyi Arsenal gyegendamu si lwa butabayagaliza aneera bayinza era okufiirwa abazannyi
ono ayagala ggumya abawagizi ba Arsenal ti tewali ttaka naye bwabbuwa eri bw'obanga okyalira Liverpool ku Anfield nga Chelsea ali waka akyaza Newcastle toyinza gamba tewali njawulo
David
atenga tulina Andrea Shavini akubira ennya ku Anfield
David mu ligi ng'okyanoonya okuba tewangula ligi olubonero obusatu babukulu njagadde nnyo okulaga ekinusu olumu ekinusu kino kye tubeera nakyo ekituyamba okugula ebintu bingi ekinusu ekyo kiriko enjuyi ebbiri kati enjuyi ezebbiri olumu luyinza okuba nga si leero osinga okwagala okutunulako naye ng'ekyamazima gy'emipiira mizibu ku ludda olumu naye sirowooza nti oyinza okuba omuwagizi oba oyinza okuba Arsene Wenger oba omuzannyi wa Arsenal n'ogenda mugina empiira mu mbeera yonna eri mu luzungu kanjiyita eri negative nti embeera y'omuntu yenna n'oyo akedde nga n'essaawa eno tannaba kulya kyamisana naye ng'asuubira okuba nti ayinza okufuna ssente n'agula ekyemisana tubeerawo nnyo ku ssuubi omuntu aggwangako ssuubi David omuntu abeera mu mbeera yonna kannange ndowoozamuko nti ekimu kwe kyosasobola kujja ku Arsene Wenger ne ttiimu ye n'abawagizi nti essuubi naye essuubi olina oddizula n'ogamba nti twaki tufuna essuubi kyomulaba nze ndina ensonga endala zenkwadde kati goyinza okumpa ensonga lwaki tejja kuwangula nze nenkuwa lwaki ejja kuwangula
okay tuyinza okufuna bannaffe ku ssimu naffe mutubuulira nti muwulira akalipo we kali Arsenal ekyalira Liverpool ezeeko ekyaze mani alo sebo awo sebo amanya bwana Jonathan ekya Shine Hotel ojja kujja osasula akalango ako kalango genda maaso owagira tiimu ki oba tujagaliza bwagaliza
sirabawo nnyumba kujeino kuzane squad joina zino na timu zevuganya zina squad zama ate yunda banga ivumbera mu kokali chokola bamba sijuwa mu
ekitegeeza mugenda batandika kifiiriza ku Saturday
ngenda soka kikuba kifiiriza ku Saturday onulabe binadirira
ne ku Monday nokuba kuba Monday tujja kubeerawo wano bayinza okukutujja mu kifuba n'otubulako kale tweyanza nnyo bwana Jonathan wewe tuteeka mwezi akasimu ensonga tubadde tugezaako kutunuulira okudda kwa ono mulenzi okusiradde Chamberlain ndowooza kyadde kya mugaso nnyo eri ttiimu ya Arsenal n'okuteeba ng'okitaddeko naye okudda kwokka nga Isima bwe watandise ku nsonga eno ng'ogamba nti numbers nkulu nnyo mu ttiimu obeere ng'okyusakyusa ku bazannyi okusinziira ku mbeera naye Arsenal bw'ebanga Crystal Palace egiteeba goolo esooka mu ddakiika ey'ensanvu
naye David
ese ndowooza ekyo
kyabulijjo kansooke ngambe kino nti
mbadde nabo otamanga omupiira Sunderland oba Crystal Palace nosobola okujjamu abazanyi abamanya bana nobalekera bana ba
David Atenze ndowooza tulina okuwa Arsenal credit season eno kuba nja kutwala ya season endala esembe y'ettaano nti batukangako ne kugina emipiira ne bakuba bukubi ggoolo mpya ne gugwa nga bakubye ggoolo emu ku bwereere zino tiimu entono season eno tugezaako okulaba nga Arsenal erwana wakiri omupiira bakakkana ne bafuna kuba twalaba waliwo n'omupiira ogumu gwe nagambyeko
ogwa Hull City
Nicholas Benton ateeba ggoolo
ogwa Newcastle ogwa Aston Villa
Benton in fact yateba segoro kubanga yagikomerezaamu nnyondo kakkana n'okulola n'abala obudde butuwaddeko ddala obudde butuweddeko ensonga ya Arsenal mwongere okukubaganya ebirowoozo oludda lw'eyo na wano ku Facebook mutugambe tujja kubyogerako katuwumulemu katono tulinayo obubaka tuweko tujja mu kitundu ekisembayo tova ku NTV.
Now On is brought to you by Dairy Fresh Flavored Milk. Enjoy the tasty and nutritious goodness of Dairy Fresh Flavored Milk, delicious to the last drop. Brookside, goodness for all.
The NRA that Museveni led were humble peasants in the Luwero Triangle. They had no previous military experience.
The strongest point about the NRA was ideology. We had this irregular way of doing things, but we organized around an ideology.
They were, however, trained to be skillful fighters and to have self-belief in their ability to defeat a better equipped standing army with a people's support.
So we'd have one battalion with very many companies. A company, B company, C company, D company, E company, F company, and so on.
But as the commander-in-chief, Museveni recognized the need to reorganize and restructure the NRA.
On the next episode of La Patrona.
Grandmother's telling the truth. Listen, I'm your dad.
You liar!
Dad, Gabriella!
What's going on? Did you find David?
Yeah, I found David. He's at the cemetery now.
How come he isn't with you?
Well, he doesn't want to see anyone. He's really down because...
My dear, you aren't pretty and you're not smart either. And you can't even have children, so... Don't you understand here that Fernando's your only option? If you get divorced, I don't know who you think you'll end up.
Open up! Open up! You scream and I'll shoot you.
No, don't shoot.
You thought that you could rape my daughter and you'd escape my wrath, you coward!
On the next episode of La Patrona.
Mikwano gyaffe mukulike ennyo mukuwumulako ndowooza namwe mukubaganyiza ebirowoozo okusunga wetukomye naffe tubadde wano nga ebigambo biyitingana naye kale Darren katubuulireko bye mwogeddeko ku Facebook ate tugende mu maaso n'ensonga zitumaliriza nazo.
Message ku Facebook nazo nnyingi ezisinga zoogera ku ttiimu ya Arsenal. Nja kusooka neya David Matovu agamba nti Ismu oli mutuufu naye ebyawenga obukodyo bwa Wenga tabukkirizamu agamba philosophy ya Wenga yakuba bukubi pass naye bw'anatuuka nga beetaagisa obukodyo ku mipiira eminene Arsene Wenger takiina. Joshua Swan agamba season ya Arsenal ejja koma mu February so nga ate Liberty Hilltop twesiima ogamba Dennis Guma ne Savio Kabugo obutatambula na Sports Club Victoria University kijja bako sanyo so nga ate Muzito Andrew ogamba United ejja genda mu kikopo kya Europa League season ejja no era noddamu n'ogamba nti Adnan Yanuzai obukadde $40 obwa pound PSG bwereeta sente zimujjamu zezo message
bali basente Owesento pima
toyombesanga mugagga yensonga lwakiri bwemuyingira airport ennyonyi wali bagamba muyite wano aba economy n'abagenda mu first class.
Waliwo n'osobya Mark yayogedde ku nsonga y'abaana bano n'agamba I think our players need to be nurtured for longevity because 70% of our players found themselves playing football as a luxury. Our coaches also don't have time to mentor them as they are result-oriented. FIFA should create a character and creativity hub for players starting from the grassroots. Iggy, you guys say Serumaga is indisciplined. Nze sigambye maka tompayiriza. Na agambye mwe, you guys say Serumaga is indisciplined, but none of you have read his background, which I think is the stem of his behavior. We need a system for the players. Ensonga ya Maka Nsobya ali musambi nno naye yakubirako ne mukesi nga kubereyo back naye ensonga yentuufu wakyaliwo gap wakati w'abakulembera abazanyi n'abazanyi gap eyo nnene nti n'omuzanyi kasita mwawukana ku training tomanya wakutte ekitali mu mawanga amalala waliwo omukwano gwange agasambire mu Asia agabo basula kumpi na mu camp basi ya club ye bajja ku training ne batwala muki we musula wamu flat eri awo kati wekiba kya shopping si nti njagagenda guleka obit ya shopping coach yagiragidde budde bwe tugenda ku shopping vani ne batwala ne mwambala bisandozi ne mu shopping supermarket yemu so siganti anze ngula wali wayisima mwena kwegamba embeera eyo kikuyamba okusigala nga olaba obulamu bw'omuzannyo olunaku lulamba
olwakuba ekimu Mark byayogeddeko ekyamazima oyinza okugamba nti tetumanyi gyavudde naye tumanyi ekyo kyo sisaagala nkikumenyera
ekitegeeza nawe omanyi Serumaga wampisa mbi simanyi
tulina eddakiika zitawera 10
bannaffe ku Facebook tweyanzeke muyinza okugenda nga mukyagenda mu maaso okubaganya ebirowoozo ku nsonga eno Real Madrid ne Barcelona bayiseemu dda mpaka za Copa del Rey
kumpi oyinza okugamba kumpi bayiseemu kubanga
2 ku bwerere Barcelona 3 ku bwerere Real Madrid
nga balina okuddingana sabbiiti ejja nalowoozaamuko nti Real Madrid bwebanga ebadde eyina ebibuuzo ku ttiimu yaabwe sizoni eno okweja empiira egijobbawo okukkiriza okw'amaanyi nti basobola okuwangula si lwakuba nti Atletico Madrid nti tebaateekwa Atletico Madrid golo ku zo 2 ku zo yeyazeeteebye Emiliano Insuwa emu ndowooza João Miranda yeyeeteebye ng'otinamuko nti tebaateebye nti baateebyeko golo emu ku ez'esatu naye performance bino ebyokwagala okulwana ebyo kwa guno omupiira gwabadde gwakutemula nnyo byensusu
naddala olutalo wakati wa Pepe
ne Diego Costa
naye ate lwayambye nnyo Pepe olw'ensonga nti Angel Di Maria bwe yakoze ekisobyo ku Costa Costa yafunye kadi ya kyenvu ejja omusobya omupiira
abo nno bombi ba Brazil lwakuba baddukira eno gye bakubira ogwabwe omuwewufu
ate nga Diego Costa katagenda nakubeeramu Brazil we bonna omupiira ogwokubiri tagenda kubeeramu ndozaamuko nti Real Madrid ekigere ekimu kiri mu final bwe tunamukola ne Barcelona yawangudde goals 2 ku Real Sociedad ndowooza final ya Kings Cup lyomu gyayagala April nga 19 yeeno bano bagituwadde kumpi sirowooza nti Atletico Madrid egenda kuba Real Madrid sabbiiti ejja ggoolo ennya ku bwereere
otunuulidde otya kuba ebiseera ebyo tubadde tutunuulidde ligi ya Spain ng'omuntu yenna bw'ajogerako olowooza ku El Clasico naye otunuulidde eti omulimu gwa Diego Simeone gwakoze mu Atletico Madrid nti kati ne Madrid Derby etandise okubeeramu akabugumu
kyatwala emyaka 14 nga Atletico tewangula ko Real Madrid mu league bwe yakikola newangula n'ekikopo kino ekya Kings Cup omwaka ogwedde ndowooza fe abatudde wano tetusobola kuwaana Diego Simeone kusingako ndowooza gye twali tumuwaanye ekyamazima eno ttiimu agizukusiza kinene be bakulembedde league basamba omupiira olumu tegunyuma nnyo nolaba nga gwakulowooza kuba okutemula batemulira ddala kyekindowooza ne Real Madrid kasaraba nga oli baabakuba nnyo kawulira omupiira gwa liga ogwa sizoni eno Atletico bwe yakuba ttiimu ya Real Madrid gole emu ku bwereere n'egyo empiira gya Super Cup egyaliyo nga sizoni etandika ne Barcelona Atletico kyesinga okukola ndowooza ettiimu ya Spain esinga okwagula obulungi ekujjukizamuko ziri zi Chelsea enkadde oba zi Juventus emyaka 9 nga giggwako oba Bayern Munich y'abano ba Stefan Effenberg ekujjukizamuko ekyo naye ate Atletico Madrid eyo nesobola bigatta n'omupiira oguteeba ku ludda oli olulala kyendowooza nti Diego Simeone buli anaddamu kaawo guno wali guvaamu tujja mujjukira ng'omutendesi yazukusa Atletico okuba jjali yeebase okwata addamu okuvuganya zino ttiimu ebbiri
kale obudde butwala kantindiggwa naye nga omulimu Diego Simeone munnaye nga bwagujjonjodde gwakola mu ttiimu ya Atletico Madrid ne Rudi Garcia gwakola mu ttiimu ya AS Roma kubanga tukimanyi ffenna nti nno Rafa Benitez atendeka Napoli mbwemira ebikopokopo atera nnyo okubeera nakinku naye baamukubye AS Roma bwe yazze nekuba Napoli golo 3-2 mu semi eza Italian Cup ate nga tukimanyi nti ne Olympique Lyon yatuuse ku final z'ekikopo kya French Cup gye bajja kusinkania ttiimu ya PSG oyo ne Gavinio eyava mu timu ya Arsenal nga balaba omupiira gwe gumala bulungi naye ate
yatege golo 2 mu guno omupiira naddala eyawangudde eyokusatu.
Cricket Awards mu Uganda banne zogereko ddala mu bwangu ddala ate ne buku isima tuwulire buku president yaterezezaayo nga athlete bwe yagamba kuba mpulidde
tebanazimba ekifo naye nga timu ya Uganda ya cross country eri mu nteekateeka era nga basazeewo abagenderye buku abere nga batendekebweyo bagenda kudduka mu World Cross Country ate ng'okya nti Uganda egenda kukyaza Africa Cross Country Championships wali ku Entebbe Golf Course omwezi ogujja kijja kuba kinene nnyo.
President bamujjukiza nti nno buku tumwetaaga ku muzimba
akimanyi.
Darren ebirabo bya cricket
Arthur Chobe omwami yasinze okuba empiki mu mwaka gwa 2013 mba cricket abonna mu Uganda kuba yeeke yawezezza empiki 1000 mu mizannyo gyonna egy'enjawulo. Ayagoba ekirabo ekyo ne Frank Nsubuga kapiteeni we ku tiimu ya Tornado kuba bamalya mu kyakubiri mu league. Tornado yafuna ebiti 29 abavuganya ne Nicholas Keba ku kirabo kya MVP eky'omwaka. Omukolo guli Lugogo Indo Stadium olw'ogwo lunaku olwaleero.
Ndi invited
kaba kasimu kokka nsubira kujja naye ndowoozamu Arthur Chobe ekirabo kyajja kiwangula kuba nekya cricket ekya
naye ono gwe tuwe ate ekirabo ate nga tumutwala na New Zealand ojjukira wano timu ebadde mu ICC World Cup qualifier nga taliiyo naye nga ate wano yasinga watu bitabika tutyebyo
awo tujja kukiraba Darren
tuli banna Uganda
keke yango n'ogindeetera nyiza okutabala mikwano gyaffe katukome wano muganda wange Darren Cheyune oyo no nakojjange kubanga wanyonyi ne muganda wange Isima Daka wanzero Mansi David tubagaliza obulamu obulungi enkya tujja kubeerawo wano kuzingako weekend ebinaabirayo byonna mutusabire tubeerewo namwe ate mubeerewo ne ku Facebook mwongere kubaganyako ebirowoozo tujja bisangako tubisome kubanga bye tujja kuno ate bye tukola mu program n'olwekyo togwamu maanyi tubagaliza obulamu obulungi naye temuva ku NTV mweraba.
NTV, turning on your world.
Cleaning powder of Uganda in one wash is...
On the next episode of La Patrona.
And to say I haven't received a penny from you in months. It's very costly, you know.
Alejandro, I'm just being objective here. How does a sane woman decide to have a baby when it was the product of a rape?
The priority right now is my son-in-law's safety.
Jail is nothing compared to what awaits his no-good daughter.
I want to file a complaint saying I was raped.
And you? Are you just gonna keep quiet now? You're gonna keep hiding behind her mother?
Leave him.
If I had a daughter, I'd done the same thing. What I just saw was a father blinded by his pain. Well, you never even opened up your mouth. Tell me the truth. You raped her, didn't you? Tell me the truth. You raped her.
Let go. I said let go.
On the next episode of La Patrona.
Welcome to Coke Studio Africa. This is the continent's biggest new music show with a twist. Coke Studio is about discovering the best African music. It's about fusion, collaboration, and being behind the music.
Love it. It's going well.
This is Coke Studio Africa. Coming up, MI gets together with Super Mazembe's Kasongo and Kenya's Della to rework Dezo Dezo. Miss Karoon takes it higher with her rendition of Mercy Myra's I'm Gonna Fly. Bez pays tribute to Fela Kuti on Troubled Sleep. Cora grooves with Joel Sabunja. And a special collaboration between King Sunny Ade and Sage.
What up, everybody? My name is Bez. Be easy. We are in the building, and you're watching Coke Studio.
For our first super collabo, we welcome back Mr. Incredible, bringing his unbeatable rhythm and flow.
Hi, I'm MI from Nigeria.
Undisputed champion. Nobody can do what I've done. Nobody can crash. Nobody do pass.
Even when I started, I was an engineer first and a producer, and then I had an idea for a label, and I was like, I'm just gonna be the exec guy. And all the artists that we started with in Jaws were very lazy in the studio, and then I was like, let me show them how to do it. You spend so much time doing everything else apart from making music when you're a musician. But every time you step on stage, like that 1 second, you're nervous backstage, and then they call your name, and you take that first step onto stage, like that moment, like that's when you know, like this is what you were meant to do, and it's all worth it. Like everything is worth it. Small change and then go to the chorus. Okay. And then back to the horns. I do a second beat.
You like a 16 bar verse? 16 bar. So the song Deso Deso was a huge hit originally from DRC by a singer called Chala Mwana. And the song was picked in Nigeria, who wanted to cover that song.
It's such a beautiful piece of music. Come to find out later that it's, you know, it's probably like a cautionary tale of a guy that doesn't pay his bills. I don't know why he's doing that. I'm obviously not that sort of person.
Give it a more, realistic feel in the way it is sung and the arrangement of the song. That we will work with a music legend from DRC, which is called Kasongo.
I am Kasongo Wakanema from Congo. I think I'm more Kenyan than the young Kenyans.
And finally, our third collabo, Coke Studio is proud to welcome Della, one of East Africa's finest Afro-pop singers.
I'm Della.
I'm gonna leave.
No, you mean
I'll come later
after you sing.
Yeah, so okay. You guys just go, and then I will, because once you guys figure it out, then the rest I'll just rap. Yeah. We're trying to figure out the song now, but you guys need to hear him sing. It's stupid, crazy, I'm jealous.
Unapenda vitu vya
Oh, by the way, the intro of the horn sort of gives a good idea of the melody.
Come on, let's do this.
I'm excited. I mean, I really wanted, my experience on Coke Studio to also be a learning process. I wanted to come and do songs that I know well and do my thing, but I'm also here to learn and to be vulnerable creatively.
I'd like to hear it like all the way through once, then we can see where we can change it. Uncle Kasongo, he's so cool, he has an amazing voice.
Sure.
It's such an honor.
I would like to record with you.
Yeah? Oh my God.
Sure. Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. We'll see what happens. Good stuff.
Watch out, young people out there that are making money. This song is for you guys.
Swag. Swag. Swag.
don't listen to no one. You just wanna look good. You just wanna pop bottles. That's all you wanna do. You just wanna rock Gucci. You just wanna wear chains, silk shirt, cashmere sweater. You just wanna go range, but you're losing. Everything is important, yet you're losing. Cause none of that is important, and you're losing. Cause you don't listen to no one. Unapenda vitu vyote, unapenda dezo dezo, wabwana we yatakushinda. Kombe unaomba omba, sigara utaki kuacha, wabwana we umetuchosha. Kodi ya nyumba ulipi, maji yameshakatwa, operation kata umeme inakuja. Unapenda vyote koche, maisha yako dezo dezo, we bwana we yatakushinda. Unapenda vyote koche, unapenda dezo dezo, we bwana we yatakushinda. You foolish girl. You don't listen to no one. You just want to look fresh. You don't go to no kitchen. You're just trying to impress. You don't rock them Louboutins, but your life is a mess. Clothes and bags, that's all you want. You just get how you dress, but you're losing. Everything is important. You're losing. Cause none of that is important. You're losing. Cause you don't listen to nobody else. Wewe mtoto wa kike, wacha umbea mbea. 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 Kumbe unaomba omba, sigara utaki kuacha, we bwana we umetuchosha.
I had the best time ever doing this with you guys. Uncle Kasongo, right here, the true legend. This song is amazing.
Thank you.
So it's such an honor working with you. You saw it first here on Coke Studio reporting.
Still to come on Coke Studio.
NTV, turning
The NRA that Museveni led were humble peasants in the Luwero Triangle. They had no previous military experience.
The strongest point about the NRA was ideology. We had this irregular way of doing things, but we were organized around an ideology.
They were, however, trained to be skillful fighters and to have self-belief in their ability to defeat a better equipped standing army with a people's support.
So we'd have one battalion with very many companies. A company, B company, C company, D company, E company, F company, and so on.
But as the commander-in-chief, Museveni recognized the need to reorganize and restructure the NRA.
Did you know that you have plaque bacteria hiding in between your teeth? The problem is a flat toothbrush like this can't always reach them. That's why we designed the Oral-B Pro Expert toothbrush in partnership with dentists. Its crisscross bristles perfectly reach between your teeth and remove up to 99% of hard-to-reach plaque bacteria. Oral-B, #1 most recommended toothbrush brand by dentists worldwide.
Oral-B by P&G, everyday quality brands.
Tonight on NTV.
A good friend told me that you were an honest man who didn't care who was who when it came to the law. Is that true, sir? Will you fight for justice with me?
Now I understand your obsession with that cheap woman. You don't love her. You're not capable of loving anyone.
It's just not a problem we anticipated. We have got to pull him out, and you have got to talk to him. He'll listen to you.
You think so?
Boat. Yeah, the boat. How much is it? A boat like that? How much? What do you think?
Well, you could get a sports fisherman for maybe 300 U's. Why are you asking me about boats, darling?
Tonight on NTV.
I am Kingston Yade. You are watching Coke Studio.
Next up, we welcome back Miss Karoon, the young singing sensation from Kenya.
Hello, I'm Karen, or you might know me as Miss Karoon.
On a previous visit, Miss Karoon has shown a versatility working with the house legend Bodhisattva. Now, she shows us another side of her talent.
You got me so
Another song that I'm doing is I'm Gonna Fly by Mercy Mara. When I was growing up, it's one of the songs that I would actually hear on the radio, but back then I didn't really pay attention to the artist and all that stuff. And then someone was like, you should do a Mercy Mara song one of these days, like do a cover, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Because she's a role model to lots of females in this country. So when I heard the song, I was like, oh my God, I actually know this song. I know all the words. Like this song was like a legendary song.
I'm Gonna Fly, that's a very beautiful song from Mercy Mara that I didn't know. And Miss Karoon selected that song. So she did an investigation about how we could eventually work on that track, and we sat down a few days ago and we thought about it. And we came with the idea of, trying to fuse also certain elements of modern Kenyan house music that you can hear in those different clubs in town. This break at the end is good, but we need to keep on working on it.
It was simple when I made it, then these guys just they went and complicated what was simple. I don't know why.
Now it's how we do it. It's how we roll.
Anybody that's going through one of those times when people around you are doubting you, friends are turning against you. It happens to everybody, so I think it's also very relevant to me right now.
sana kupeperuka nitapepea kama ndege. Yeah, yeah. Come and I'll show you how I've been cheated by people I call my friends. I do recall. Oh, and it was all for one, or was it one for all? I don't know, but it's no more. It's no more. Nimeamua nikianguka nitainuka na kupeperuka nitapepea kama ndege. Nitainuka na kupeperuka nitapepea kama ndege. Oh, now things are getting real bad. People have disowned you. I don't know why I still call these people my friends. They laughed at me and always tell me that I won't make it. Kikula tokiwa ni wako.
For your chance to win the Coke Studio Balafon, signed by this season's artist, check out our Facebook page, search Coke Studio Africa. Still to come on Coke Studio.
Hi, I'm Della, and you're watching Coke Studio.
Back into the Coke Studio, please welcome Bez. Fresh from appearances in Europe and the States, Bez rejoins the Coke Studio crew with one of his favorite classics.
Fela is so huge, especially, I mean, he was somebody who really pioneered that whole you know, great music movement in Nigeria, and he invented his own style of music using everyday instruments, you know. So that is exactly what I'm trying to do. Use everyday instruments, you know, but create my own sound where whenever you hear it in the world, you can say, this is a Bez sound, you know. So he really, really inspired me.
Bez is influenced by Fela Kuti because we are obviously, you know, covering a Fela Kuti song on that show with him, which is Trouble Sleep, one of Fela's, you know, most sensitive and delicate songs.
I'll be working on this song with the band, you know, it's a solo song, and then I have the backup singers as well, you know, to back me up.
When we play that song with the band, I generally sing the lyrics to Sorrow, Tears and Blood to it, which is everybody run, 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 everybody scatter, scatter. But we sing it to the instrumental version of Trouble Sleep. We tried to do something that was a little bit of a surprise for a Fela song, because how can you cover Fela music without, you know, imitating Fela? And so Bez and I sat down and we thought about how can we approach this Fela music without making a straight ahead cover. And Bez decided to approach the lyric of the song in a more spoken word tone, like a confession, something that is different than Fela, who used to address people or address issues quite directly.
Frank is an amazing director. Sometimes you do not even know that he is a director because he just blends into the band, you know, and he's an amazing person. I think he's come up with the best arrangements for the songs, and it's great. It's been great working with him.
Trouble sleep, younger go wake up. Waiting he dey find. Balava, he dey find. Balava. When cat sleep, rat go biting tail. Waiting he dey find. Balava, he dey find. Balava. My friend just come from prison. He go looking for work. Waka waka day and night. Policeman come stop him for road. He said, Mister, I charge you for wandering. Waiting he dey find. Palava he dey find. Palava he dey find. Yo, yeah, yeah. He dey find Palava. Oh. When trouble sleep, younger go wake up. What you need to find. Palava. When cats sleep, rats go biting tail. Now what you need to find. Palava. My friend just come from prison. He go looking for work. Waka waka day and night. Policeman come stop him for road. He said, Mister, I charge you for wandering. And what you need to find. Palava, he dey find you. He dey find my trouble.
Still to come on Coke Studio.
NTV, turning on your world.
Now On is brought to you by Dairy Fresh flavored milk. Enjoy the tasty and nutritious goodness of Dairy Fresh flavored milk, delicious to the last drop. Brookside, goodness for all.
Another heavyweight contest begins. In the blue corner, we have Mr. Action! And in the red corner, we have the Headache. And the action begins. Action delivers a left to Headache. What a hit! An uppercut to the right. Wow! And the final hit knocks Headache down. Mr. Action has proven he is the best. Knock out headaches with Action. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
Kizibu nnyo okufuna sente naye nga tikyanguwa nnyo okuzisaasanya.
Kalunda nyambire nkusanga omanyi ndi mwavu nnyo ennaku zino. Wosobola okunyamba n'ozya looni ey'amangu. Looni ey'amangu?
Tuli ku shopping. Tuva ku shopping. Tujja Christmas. Kiki kino? Batubye.
Kintu kikulu nnyo nga bwe kitegeera. Ebintu ebyo bye tugenda okusomesa byebyo ebitakusomesebwa abasomesa abo.
The NRA that Museveni led were humble peasants in the Luwero Triangle. They had no previous military experience.
The strongest point about the NRA was ideology. We had this irregular way of doing things, but we organized around an ideology.
They were, however, trained to be skillful fighters and to have self-belief in their ability to defeat a better equipped standing army with a people's support.
So we'd have one battalion with very many companies. A company, B company, C company, D company, E company, F company, and so on.
But as the commander-in-chief, Museveni recognized the need to reorganize and restructure the NRA.
The entrepreneur.
Have the knowledge. Why can't I sit down and I gather myself up, my resources? So I started making toys.
This Thursday on The Entrepreneur, we share a story of Christophe Ngozi, an artisan specializing in making kids' toys. We also bring you a story of Salongo Mugerwa, a metal fabricator.
Njocha madinisa, njocha enziji, njocha gates, nkola decoration ku mayumba, nsereka nsobola okusereka okulufinga waggulu.
Made in Manhattan.
Hi, I'm Sage and you're watching Coke Studio.
From Uganda, stepping into the Coke Studio for the first time, please welcome Joel Sabunjo.
I am Joel Sabunjo.
Sabunjo's vocal stylistic prowess has been likened to Salif Keita, Yusundur, and Ismailo. His chosen instrument is the kora, with which he has developed a unique playing style that blends West and East African folk music.
I listen to a lot of Ismailo's music, and I've also been traveling a lot in Senegal. So I have a deep connection between me and the music of Senegal. My music, in the broad sense, I would say it's African roots, but with groove. And out of fusion, today we try to create a style. So we brought in the kora from West Africa to try to adapt it to the Ugandan music. And today we create a fusion of the beat and sound between West Africa and East Africa, what we call the Gandamande. Nakato is a song of my Gandamande Crossroads album. I wrote out of inspiration. If you're proposing to someone to get married, the kind of words you use, and that's how I create this song.
Joel also likes a lot of, I would say, West African reggae, people like Alpha Blondy or Tiken Jah Fakoly, so that's the direction we chose for the fusion on Nakato.
Basically what we've done is we've created some electro sounds, which is an urban feel, then put some African elements into it, some drums, some congas.
When we started rehearsing the songs, DJ Space, our DJ, played a little bit of Bob Marley, Could You Be Love.
I like it, and I think also the music director is happy with it, Frank Beyond. Much as he's the music director, me as the artist also have to be comfortable with the style of music or the way we are blending things. So I point out what I want to have on this music, and it's okay for me to put my ideas to what he has already created with the band.
You have to watch this. Yeah. This is making the music.
Wonta nara. Namangala nanyo masajino mababi. Namangala nanyo masajino nyanga biai. Namangala nanyo masajino kubanga biai. Namangala nanyo masajino kubanga biai. Ay ay ay, ebitu bela mamunage. Ay ay ay, ebitu bela manaka mulongo.
Like the Facebook page and you might get one of these. You might win yourself this lovely, beautiful self of mine.
Don't miss out on the Coke Studio action. Join our Facebook page, search Coke Studio Africa. Still to come on Coke Studio.
NTV, turning on your world.
News Updates is brought to you by
Salulin. Color your world. Trusted and admired for generations. Help your walls withstand extreme weather conditions with WeatherGuard only from Sadolin. You need to choose the right company. Sadolin, color your world. Trusted and admired for generations.
Hello, hello. I'm Karen and you're watching Coke Studio.
Music is love. The more the music is on the planet, the love can never end. Hi, I'm King Sunny Ade.
Synchro System. Nigeria's King Sunny Ade is one of the greatest global stars of African music. In his career spanning over 50 years, the Grammy-nominated KSA has recorded over 120 albums. He is the pioneer of Yoruba Juju music and has worked with the likes of Manu Dibango and Stevie Wonder.
I am born in the year 1946, September 22, into a royal family in Ondo town, in Ondo state of the western part of Nigeria. To me, from the age of 5, I love dancing and I love to tap, just anything musical. The moment you heard music, you feel good, you feel happy. Music is more or less like an invisible injection. Wait For Me was written by a lady called Onyeka Wenu in Nigeria. The message in that is like, look, young man, life is in front of you. You can do anything, but you have to think, you have to plan your life well before you enter into marital life. And then whoever is rushing you, either your girlfriend or whatever, you have to, if it's a girl, tell the boy, you have to wait. Wait for me. I love you. I go wait for you. If you love me, I go wait for you. You go wait for me too. I go say I go wait. I go wait. You see, a lot of children that are born, they don't have food to eat. Wait till you plan everything ready.
Collaborating with King Sunny Ade is Sage from Kenya.
Hi, I'm Sage from Kenya.
Sage is an emerging talent from Kenya. She bridges the gap between jazz, soul, and Afro-pop. At a tender age, she's worked with the likes of Just a Band, J.A., Octopizzo, and Zama Jombe.
Mama say make we marry. Mama say make we born.
Okay. It is Papa say make we marry, and I keep on switching the we and make, and I'm like, Papa say we make marry, so it just I think they thought it was like someone misspelled it, but it's actually me who just switches it in my head, and I've just been struggling with that the whole day. It starts with a woman and a man having a dialogue, and the woman is trying to tell the man, you know, if you love me, you'll wait for me, and the man says, I love you, I will wait for you. And so basically the song is, it explains how you should plan your life. If you really love someone, plan your life, plan your family well, because, you know, if you have kids out of wedlock, how are you going to feed them? Yeah, basically, that's it. It's the first time I'm collaborating with someone from another country, like from another region of Africa, and he's such a cool musician. He's such a talented, and he's someone that would give me a lot of experience. So it's really an exciting thing for me.
Sage is a pretty girl. There's no doubt about that. And when I overheard rehearsals at the back of the studio, and I told my manager, I said, That lady sings well. Maybe I'm lucky to have good people around me at this project.
If you love me, you go away. This thing they call love, na serious affair. Make you think well before you agree. I beg, oh, if you love life, you go plan am well. Oh yes, man. If you love me, you go wait for me.
For your front, take your time, oh, make you no spoil am. If you make children, are you ready to care? If you love land, you go plan now.
If you love me, you go wait for me. Give them pause, give them love too. If you never ready to carry the load, oh, why put on for another person? Plenty children they say insurance for all day. Papa say make we marry, mama say make we born. Oh, plenty children there, but no food to eat. Oh, my friend, this kind of life. So wahala. If you love me, you go wait for me.
Happy parents, be happy children, happy family, not happy country. Oh, make you plan well, enjoy your life. Oh. If you love life, you go plan with me.
If you love me, you go wait for me. Wait for me, baby, plan with 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 me. Wait for me, my baby. Wait for me, baby, plan. Wait on me, baby, plan with me. If you really love me, oh baby, baby, plan with me. I love you. Wait on me, baby, plan. Hey, the baby plan with me. Wait on me, baby, plan with me. 'Cause you want me. Wait on me, baby, plan with me. Wait until we marry, oh baby, plan with me. Wait on me. Wait for me, baby, plan with 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 me.
Next week on Coke Studio.
You got running water and like you ain't no ghetto fella. Nikishika me studying up again, yo.
She has that, what it takes to be a good singer. Nice voice.
Thank you.
Good stature. But you said I should wait.
Yeah, wait for me.
Okay.
Wait for me. If you really love me.
Okay, I'll wait.
If you don't really love me.
I hope nobody else doesn't come early.